Foot fungus. Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back to Adventures in the Trackless Sea, where everything's fine and nothing goes wrong
Ahoy.
ever.
Never.
That's what I've heard.
We last left off on kind of a complicated situation, but why did I not have the plot synopsis up? Give me just a moment. There it is. Okay. The group was heading to the Shore of Dreams, heading back there to check up on things. There were violent downpours on their way there, and the currents and tides were exceptionally strong and treacherous. Words. Upon arrival, the currents and tides were still pretty bad, but the violent downpours had stopped about an hour before they landed. There's still a constant misty trickle of rain, though, constantly. So as they unboard the Platinum Trout, their new ship, there's no sign of any residences on the island. The village and docks seem to be long abandoned and covered in salt water from the sea, and have suffered from wear and tear from the weather. The crew quickly realizes that a sect of the Cult of the Crushing Wave has set up a base at the Shore of Dreams, killing off all the villagers before converting them into evil elemental undead called Water Craglings. The battle was sudden, long, and tested the crew's endurance, but they survived. No, rule 0. But they survived with only one collapsed tavern and only 2 slightly burnt building ruins. The crew learns from one of the cultists that the Temple of the Storm on the other side of the island is running again, sunken into the sea and guarded by one of Hydra's chosen. As the crew returns to the Platinum Trout, the boat is immediately boarded by a beautiful Triton woman wearing a tricorn hat, with a trident and a beautiful Yuan-ti pureblood with him. Who are these 2 mysterious figures? Well, we'll see. Right now. There you go, there's the intro.
Now,
So, do you know who they are?
You
Because
guys
I have
had
no
just-
idea.
You guys had just boarded the ship, right?
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
So
I suppose
backstory
so.
for them, because they literally just got thrown in. Leedle, you were commanded by your god, who's still pregnant. Who knows? She might give birth 2 minutes from now. She might give birth 90 years from now. But whenever she does, you
She
will
might have
be.
given birth yesterday, for all I know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Polito's always on call to be a midwife.
Yes.
Yeah.
She mentioned about how a bunch of Kuatoan settlements, and there's been a lot of prayers from Kuatoan settlements out in the Trackless Sea near the Lantan Isles, and about how they've been attacked by Hydra's forces. So you took Salida with you, and you both went to investigate. And eventually it came to you tracking down this island on the very south side of the Lantan Isles. And there was no activity from the surface except for this boat you saw come in. And that's when you both hopped up onto the ship. And you can describe yourselves further if you want.
You can go first.
Well, Beetle's got like baby blue skin. The very curvy lady with fins on her ears. Long orange red hair that's has some seaweed and shells and maybe a crab in there somewhere. A lot of barnacles kind of like encrusted here and there on her skin. A purple shell bra, pirate hat, white and gold toga thingy-majig down below, and a crab claw on one of her hands. Well, instead of a hand. But yeah, that's Bladel.
Salida is a Yuan-ti pureblood, so she's got like darker skin and like scaly like snake parts on her skin where like when it shines in the light, and she has like heavy eye makeup on and like heavy red lipstick. Yeah, just like makeup that goes like under here. I would do it, but that's too hot.
Crazy.
She has her hair up in a ponytail, and she's wearing like a leather jacket of sorts. It looks way too hot to be on the ocean or in the jungle, but she looks great. So
You don't
she doesn't
sweat,
give
it's
a
fine.
shit. Yeah,
It's true.
exactly.
Does
You're
Salida
saying
have
hot
any
stuff is
Any weapons or like holy symbols or anything on her?
She has a sword, like several swords on her, but the one that you might notice is that one that has a handle that's a snake with two little fangs on the end that like look like they would stab you if you were to hold it.
Nice.
The
Because I believe we've met Salita before, right? In the Temple of Soon.
Varth met her very briefly, but you probably don't remember her. That was like you were level 2. That was like
No,
a
I
long
can
time
guarantee you he remembers her because I'm pretty sure
No,
he asked
Varth
about
actually
her when we
had
made it
written
back.
on his character sheet.
Okay.
Oh.
all right.
Varth-
I
Then,
don't know anything about this, so she clearly doesn't remember you.
unfortunately,
Varth specifically remembers
Sounds like
Salita.
Salita, honestly.
Doesn't give a shit.
okay.
We're
So just
loud, Kevin.
just so we can fill in on what that's about. I had them set up before Tomb of Annihilation, and it was before Salita left Fort Naranzaru. So she was there as a spy at Soon's temple.
We don't know that part though.
Mhm.
We just thought she worked at the Temple of Soon.
Is this the game
Okay.
where we stole
And you
Pluto's
probably wouldn't recognize Varth at all
Yeah, we
because
still
he's no
also-
longer
no,
a
that
Yunti,
was,
he's a water Genasi.
That was the playtest.
Okay.
However, we have also seen Pleadle from a distance, though. I think
Yeah,
Still,
I think we did.
Yeah, when they
we saw
got
the
when
statue.
you remember when we got back to Port Naranzaru and everyone's like hip hip hooray, they cured the death curse, and we're all like on people's hands as they're carrying us around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I inserted them like in the background, staring at you all at the spell
yeah,
squad.
there's like a scene
Yeah.
where it's like there's your excited, joyful return, and then just pan to Dagger, miserable and crying and crying into her beer. That was the time when Maddie got transported to the abyss.
Yeah, right
And
after
instead
that, you're like,
Comment,
everyone's like,
Kevin's-
yay!
Kevin's
And we're all
like-
sitting here like, oh god, how are we
Tell
gonna
them
get
that we're the one who's destroyed the death curse. Do it. And I'm like, no, my best friend's in the abyss. I need to mourn first. And then while I was mourning, you guys came and did your parade, and Kevin's like, well, see, now we're never gonna get the credit for it.
Yeah, Kame was trying to rustle in on your cred. Take the credit.
It's fair.
Cock blocked by Dagger's emotional turmoil.
So you,
Interesting.
I'll have to ask this. I did throw you onto the ship, kind of, but would you, when you were going to try to board this ship, do you think you guys would have came out with weapons drawn? Probably not.
I mean, Pleadle probably has her trident in her hand. Yeah.
Leah has her,
shoulder a trident.
her, like, still in the sheath, but ready to fight, you know.
Okay. So these,
invaders.
yeah, I was about to say, they just jump up onto the
Wait,
ship.
Baron,
What do you do?
we've seen these folks before.
The one looks like a servant of Rice Nasty.
Race nasty.
Varth?
Wait a minute.
Resnici.
That trident looks like a lot like.
No, I broke up with him.
Port Naranzaru. Isn't there a statue to you in Port Naranzaru?
No, we just.
Oh yeah, I guess Zeb did make one, didn't he? Yes,
You're friends of Zeb, then.
I am. Hello, my friends. I'm Pleadle Ploplina, and this is Salita.
This is my beautiful, amazing girlfriend, Pleadle.
Wow.
A blink dog just appears onto the ship and
The
starts
blink
barking at
dog
you.
is not impressed.
It's Kami's pink dog. Against guard. Get the Triton's meat.
That is so unsettling.
Kame
That is the worst possible way you could have worded that sentence.
is just a.
I'm Dagger. I think we've met from
For-
in passing.
For the
I
sake,
don't trust.
In the...
for the sake of our guests, can we describe how you look?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
That'd be a good idea.
I have stuff written down at some point somewhere. Baron, you want to go first while I find my stuffs?
The Baron's beauty knows no bound.
All
Basically,
right.
looks like a
It's true. He does have a 20 charisma.
Spanish
So
Inquisitor
do I.
spark. So pale, no, little tannish pale, little pointed ears, really well maintained, mustache and beard with hair.
He only gets the best
Right.
Soon products.
A well-groomed conquistador.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And what does Varth look like?
Varth is wearing a leather armor that looks like it's probably aquatically adapted. And he has a teeny, like a very clearly too small genie vest that just kind of doesn't even really come down his torso all the way. He's wearing what looks to be like baggy genie pants and stuff underneath. Those are kind of his clothes under the armor. He has a wooden mask on this shoulder here that seems to glow with just different colors. Right now, it's glowing red and blue. Floating on one side of his head is what looks to be a translucent octopus made of fire. And the other side is a little, very cross-looking genie that is just sitting there with his arms crossed, staring grumpily your direction.
A little tiny myriad, like a cat-sized one.
Cat-sized myriad, just kind of like floating on his shoulder.
Nah.
Varth himself is a very, very, very blue water Genasi, with like bioluminescent, like kind of stripes across his body in a very aquatic shit like kind of shape.
Dylan, think the water
Enough
soul.
to glow like where you
from
would
Forth.
see, but like glowing enough that it's bioluminescent.
Okay.
The 4th edition water soul Genasi. That was the look for that. Oh, and then also
Interesting.
you see a shorter looking tiefling girl, and she's got kind of like the red, like a purplish red frizzle like hair, and like that short wavy stuff. She seems really
And her horns are
yeah, and her horns are purple, and they're like straight spiral.
like
They go
straight
through
up.
her big pointy wizard hat, and you notice sitting on her shoulder is a Trism cat. I believe she said it was like a long hair, like almost like a Maine Coon like cat with beautiful bright feathers. And it looks,
sun.
and the look it gives
But,
you is a look of like sentience. It's almost like you're looking at something that's way smarter than it should be. They have the same eyes.
Leo is looking at it with hunger and thinking about how to cook it.
It hisses,
all.
and somehow climbs into her hat and just disappears.
Oh, so cute.
Its little tail.
It just climbs into a pocket dimension in the hat.
Yeah.
The last thing you see is its giant, fluffy Maine Coon tail flicking furiously as it goes into the hat.
I just clicked on the link that Kevin put into chat.
I can't.
Why you like this? It's a blue world.
Nice.
Oh my god.
I'm blue.
Demonetized.
And
Yep.
and it,
So Dagger.
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Dagger is a human bard. She's pretty young. She's probably only in her early 20s, like 5'7". She's wearing mithril breastplate.
Oh.
Has blue eyes, tan skin, and like ear-length blonde hair. And she doesn't really have that many weapons on her. She has like a dagger and a crossbow, but she doesn't really use weapons all that much.
She used to have a badass looking celestial sword handle, but not anymore.
I did, but then we broke up.
sword had a
Been
tiff.
there, sister. Been there.
Her and the sword had a bit of a tiff. They're not talking
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, something like that.
That's-
For the NPCs with us, one is Dagger's sister Tess, and she looks very similar to her, about the same height, but she has a broken nose that's sort of like grown that way. She's not actually injured. And long strawberry blonde hair that she wears back in a braid, but it's probably like everywhere now because it's raining and miserable here. And she's wearing leather armor and has a wakizashi on her.
Oh.
And then the other NPC is Chung. She is a half orc with long dreadlocks, wearing.
A wall of muscle and
She is a
adamantine.
wall of muscle. Yes, adamantine
Adamantine.
breastplate.
Yeah.
Adamantine breastplate with a really awesome looking, almost holy looking warhammer.
Wow.
And she's standing extraordinarily close to the purple tiefling.
Yeah, pretty much you two hop on deck.
Oh damn! I just looked at her charisma. She's also sexy as fuck. She's got a 15.
Wow.
I mean,
Hello there.
she's okay compared to I think 2 or 3 other people in the party.
Well,
I actually think she might be the 3rd highest after me and the Baron.
Yeah, Varth's charisma is 11.
Because I think Azra's is only like a 13.
Oh, I was counting Pleadle and Salida.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty hot.
I don't know. Cold-blooded.
Pleadle, you can't help but notice that Wagasashi seems to be Triton crafted.
Oh.
I don't trust them.
Well, you guys certainly cut a
for 5 seconds. So
very intriguing look to you. Goodness.
Indeed.
you guys as well.
You look
So
like
are
something
you-
from Samir. Got the freaky arm.
Oh,
How do you wipe your butt with that?
The tiefling is
well, I
like
use the
No,
other one.
no, she's from this plane. I'm pretty sure.
the,
Baron.
Yeah.
How does she wipe her butt with that?
the tiefling's like
Why don't you?
Why?
Just, that would hurt.
I assume you're not you're not
You
with
use that
Ohydra
to kill
then.
people and open nuts, my dude.
No, not with old Hydra. I'm with Thunderbolt, the Sea Mother.
Blibdol Plulp. Religion check 27. I rolled a 20.
I was about to say-
Never mind, I'm
Roll the
not even
20.
gonna roll.
Oh,
I was about to say you're
Okay.
you're a druid of
Dagger can get
Asticia.
like
You already know.
500.
If I rolled a 19, I would match his roll.
oh
If
my
I rolled a
God.
19.
Something that someone's better
Okay.
at than Dagger.
Varth, what you know out of character
Because I
about
rolled-
what you know out of character, what you know in character.
Got it. Okay. Blibdul Plulp. Normally served by the Sahauga. Oh, sorry, Sahauga. Goddamn it, Kuatoa. The Kuatoa.
Mhm.
You
Yes.
don't look like a
Yes.
Kuatoa. But you clearly look chosen by her.
Yeah.
Judging from the crab arm.
A name's Blippity Bloop.
Actually,
It's
properly
very-
pronounced.
that's a
Blibdul
long
Plulp.
story.
Isn't that something you say when you have a really tough poop? Blippity Bloop. As you squeeze.
That's not a thing we say in the common tongue here, Baron.
It definitely is something she says about other things.
Most
That
of
is
the
what-
Kuatoa names sound
Kuatoa.
like noises that water makes in a cave. Blibdul Plulp is simply named similarly.
That
It's
makes
true.
sense.
Very true, my friend. Yeah, I used more Kuatoa, but now I'm,
So I presume if you guys aren't here with Ohydra, then you're here tracking the call to the crushing wave.
How did they get here? They have no ship.
I don't
Do they?
know.
swam.
They might.
Look over the side.
Can't swim.
Yeah,
There's
We're
no-
hundreds of miles from.
No ships.
I thought that there were ships here. There were
Well,
a bunch that were
I mean,
stranded.
not one.
Did you come from one of the local Kuatoan communities?
No, I came from Blippoop's realm
Ah,
to look into
divine
the
assistance.
Kuatoa. Yeah.
Or teleportation.
Well, I'm sure there were portals involved. I just kind of swam though.
There's
So-
A lot of
there was
those.
a portal that opened up somewhere in the ocean nearby.
There's a lot of portals in Toril.
So how
Yes,
long
you
have
guys
you
even have a god of portals.
Yes, we have that many of them.
Deco? Or something like that? Hmm.
Something.
I call him Sean.
The tiefling
well,
gets so
come on
nervous.
down out of the rain.
Oh, I like the rain.
Yeah,
It's nice.
it's always fun being wet.
Yeah, this is fine.
Varth looks over
Soaking
at your,
wet.
Varth looks over at your snake sword and realizes that you're a Yanti and his eyes narrow slightly.
Azra gets nervous, the tiefling wizard, and she just polymorphs herself into a tiny little mouse who keeps her same
Oh.
hairstyle and a hat
No.
and a little wizard hat.
Azra! Not a mouse in front of the snake.
She scurries.
It's fine. Her
It
cat
screws
will
away.
protect her.
I put my arm in front of Salida.
You're
I'm not gonna
your
eat her.
hat
She's
is,
clearly not a mouse.
it's
That's
like
just
a little-
rude.
Yeah, I know. It's just the background can't handle it.
It's too much background. Perkins' head is just phasing into the clouds.
So how long have you guys been here? Do you know anything about what's happening here?
No, we just got here. We were looking into it.
Terry,
Yeah.
can you fucking not?
You go on. You want to go on a nice date and catch some, freaking little animals to eat, and then suddenly you're here.
I don't think that's why we came here, Selena.
Well, no, but I wanted to go on a date, and yet
Well,
here we are.
I mean, I guess technically every outing is a date if you make it one. But,
This is true.
The
That
rain,
depends on if your idea of a date means fighting servants of the crushing wave.
the
yeah,
the
that's
slight
not right.
the slight
Ah,
mist
then
turns
it's a perfect date.
the slight mist of rain is turning into a light downpour. Also, the whole time the boat's been kind of like rocking quite a bit.
This is great.
The smell of the sea.
Remember to change your socks regularly.
Yep.
I don't wear socks. I have
Once I
sandals.
get out of the rain, I will prestidigitate them dry, but it's
Mhm.
kind of useless to do it while we're standing in the rain talking. So, are
Somebody
you familiar?
clearly doesn't like the water and has not spent enough time sea traveling.
Okay, I have, but I'm used to either being dry or wet. I don't like the in between.
Moist. The term you're looking for is
Yep.
moist.
Also,
You're either dry or wet. There is no in between.
There is. It's
Well,
when you're not fully
wink.
submerged. Anyway,
Wink.
It's when you're moist. Moist.
I am also.
Are you
looking
trying to make me
for a sit down
uncomfortable,
because-
vampire boy?
No, it's just like the term moist. Common is not my normal language,
It's not his first language.
so I like saying
Um,
certain words. Judiciary.
Oh, that's a good one.
Anyway,
Oh, yes.
so we're pretty sure Ohydra is I don't think she's on this plane, but I'm pretty sure there's a gate right to her house on the island.
I don't think we can just crush it either. I can shape stone in large amounts, but I don't think we can just crush the portal. We might have to
Yeah.
overwhelm it with magic or find a way to break it.
Yeah, I think because, like, I will say, Varth, the earthquake thing was really cool and useful. It did make getting information out of those guys much harder.
Leveling the tavern was better than walking in.
You guys, you see from the boat, you're like, you see out to the docks, and then it just like seems to gradually go uphill, and there's like a village, but it's like long been ruined. The rain seems to have destroyed most of it, no upkeep. And then at the very top, you see what looked like it was a huge building. You can still see the stone foundation stuff on the first floor, but all the wood is collapsed completely.
Okay.
I like your
They
style,
got here
kid.
soon enough, they might have actually seen Varth bring it down.
Nah, they
Alright.
literally just showed up, like, whoop.
Well, do you have any idea where this portal is?
Oh, we do, yeah.
We've been there before.
Oh,
We know that the portal actually goes straight to Alhydra's front door.
my
The
goodness.
problem is,
All right.
so do the cultists.
Yeah, the issue is there are undoubtedly several servants of hers between here and there.
And her right hand is in this temple.
Why did she put her right hand in here?
Yeah, it's
Not metaphorically, more religiously.
Oh, okay, I see.
I thought she cut up her hand
That
and
was
put it
weird.
there.
I'm just trying.
Do you think
She's
the
an
blue-
elemental
Do you
evil
think
that's
the blue
entirely
flute
possible.
has your other hand somewhere in like a jar?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I didn't
Hmm,
ask.
That'd be weird, but also like.
What would you... Anyway, yeah, portal. Yeah. I don't want
That's
to think
something to think about later.
Yeah.
I have an old
Hmm.
friend who would be interested in you. Pledophile, was it?
It's Pleedle Plaplina, my friend, but you can call me Pleedle if you prefer.
Pedo.
Mhm. I have had some people call me Plop before, but
That's a
I don't prefer that one.
So someone just like, hey, you plopped. Hey, plopped.
Yeah.
Seems a bit demeaning.
The rain continues.
Yeah. The rain continues.
Just keeping in mind, you're on a rocking boat,
So
and it's raining.
we did.
Are we like yelling at each other?
I mean, we're standing right there on the
I mean-
ship next to each other.
It's not super
But
windy
it's
right
raining
now.
and you're on a boat, so
It's just rain. He didn't
Yeah,
say
it's
there's
great.
thunder, lightning, and
Nah.
wind yet.
but like whatever. Go
Nice
ahead.
day.
Did we want to go into old Hydra's back door instead?
I don't know where that
I
is.
don't know that there is one.
We know that this portal goes
However,
straight to
There's
her front
always a
door.
back door.
However,
Where the butler goes in.
Varth has been there. We're
Yes.
exceedingly familiar with that place. If we wanted to, we don't have to go the long way. We could teleport there.
That's true.
Oh.
That would be a lot
The
faster.
downside is that we wouldn't have any way of knowing what we're getting into until we're in it, and we could just teleport into a room full of enemies.
And if I was a servant of
Tell
all
the
Hydra,
cause
I would have
me.
flooded most of those caverns by now.
Oh, well, that's not a problem. We can breathe water right now.
Right. And we will be able to tomorrow as well.
All right.
And the next day.
We do
And the
have
next day.
Forever.
Indeed.
we do have some information though that we had gleaned from some of her servants that we've already defeated.
The door to the deck, to the interior of the boat's like, because Azra didn't latch it when she scurried inside.
Oh.
Go over close it. Oh, okay.
We know that there are a bunch of these undead sort of minions called Craigs running around.
Undead.
Craig? Like Craig?
Craig?
Like a
I knew
craggy
someone named
rock.
Craig.
I
Hey,
like the name
Bro,
Craig.
Guts. Anybody remember that show?
I like the name Craig better than Crag. Crag makes
Yeah.
them sound like they're made out of rocks, and they're definitely not made out of
That's-
rocks.
Yeah.
They're made
I
out
thought-
of some sort of poisonous, watery bone substance.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely poison you.
Nothing that'll
Um,
bother you.
no.
I say looking at Salita.
Nothing bothers me.
But the rest of it is dangerous to the rest of us.
Anyway, we did glean from some of her servants that apparently one of her pets is down there. Unclear what manner of being this pet is, and that there are many, many servants down there in the temple.
Well, sounds like a fun time to me.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah.
I do have a means, though, of maybe finding out more. And specifically, so does that fellow. We have 2 more corpses that we haven't asked any raised dead questions to. So if we have any ideas for things that we could ask, we have 2 more individuals that might know more.
The DM's favorite smell.
Just wait until I break out that divination this tonight.
Oh no, I have that one prepared.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
All right.
Oh, I'm so sorry, son. I almost stepped on the dog.
So
Why would you do that?
Because he literally has his feet stretched out underneath where my foot was resting.
it starts raining a little bit heavier now.
We should probably.
I'm
go
actually going to
inside.
recommend, let's go inside because I'm going to pull out some paper and I'm going to draw a map of what this temple looks like.
Okay.
Because we're relatively familiar with it, considering I'm pretty sure we spend like at least 3 full days in that temple.
Yeah, I think it was about that last time we were here.
Yeah.
A year and a half ago.
Yeah,
There's
but
a track
I'm
down
sure
there.
you remember all the
it's
things,
literally
but
the line where our trauma starts. It's going to stick in the brain.
and nothing has changed since then because that's how organizations work.
Yeah.
It's a
There is a
fucking
rather
temple
dangerous
built
trap
into
down
a-
there that the temple
It's a temple
of
built
Hydra
into a
would have
rocky
used for sure.
outface. It's not going to change that much.
Clearly, you don't know anything about organizations like that.
Man, so
It's a-
sassy today.
It's a servant of all Hydra
I'm in the
temple.
mood,
They'll
okay?
keep
It's been a long day.
They'll keep most of the traps there that they want, including the maelstrom trap that's right near the entrance to the Serpent of...
Oh, yeah, no, I'm dispelling that shit as soon as we get within range.
I can stone
I'm
shape
not
the
dealing
door
with
away,
that
so
shit.
I'm not worried about that either.
That also helps. Make sure you have that prepared.
Yep, that's on the list for tomorrow.
Alright.
I anticipated the door would be a problem.
So you guys head inside the ship and dry off.
Well, did it get broken last time when Kame came through?
The Kame did
Probably
punch
repaired
through it, but I'm not entirely sure if they've repaired it, so I'm
Probably
going to
not.
prepare stone shape anyway.
Sounds smart.
So you guys
so as
head
soon
into
as
the
we get
boat.
in, Dagger's just going to take and prestidigitation dry.
Yep, go in the boat.
You lose about 20 pounds as you dry yourself off.
Yeah.
Because you were just that soaked, just...
Varth turns into a water elemental and then turns back into Varth.
You grew 2 inches.
Wait, that worked?
Of course. The water elemental is made out of water.
Wow.
All
It's
right,
difficult to
I'll
see me when I go
question it.
swimming in that form.
I'm entirely confused by everything you got going on, Puddle Man.
Puddle man.
I thought that was your girlfriend. Puddle man. Puddle.
No, that's
No.
Cleedle.
Pleedle plopino.
Pleadle puddle.
I feel like Puddle Man
Nailed
might be a good, superhero name, so I might keep that in mind, actually.
It's a pretty
Puddle.
decent
Put it
name.
on the list, babe. Put it on the list.
Puddle Man. He was a normal reporter by day when suddenly he was bitten by a radioactive puddle, and he turned into Puddle Man.
Go Puddle.
It's like, and with his sidekick,
I'm pretty sure
Skeleton
that's-
Man.
Who's bit by a radioactive skeleton.
It's the same. It's the same person. He just got split into two.
It sounds like Retroverse superheroes.
Yep. You'll have to
Puddle
look up
Man and
that.
Skeleton Boy.
So you're in there, and Dagger was pulling out a bunch of papers, I think. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna.
see like a miniature library in here.
Ooh.
I'm gonna draw a rough map of what this place looked like when we were here last, and I actually have proficiency with cartographer's tools now, so it looks better.
Hey,
She's heavy.
we'll never get this chance again, I don't think. So roll me a cartographer's check, which is intelligence with your proficiency.
Woo.
While she's like drawing the map, can I like look at their
No, this is
And there's-
important.
and their fat stacks?
There-
Is what?
Their library books.
oh yeah,
So you get-
Damn it!
There are fat stacks of books, that's for sure.
Exactly.
it's a whole bunch
I
of
do have
That's
like
the
30
joke.
some in this room.
the most of the books are random variations of different things found within Chult. Quite a few of them are in Old Omuin. I'm not sure if Selena knows Old Omuin. But there are also a bunch
That's
of
a-
maps.
And probably a bunch of trashy romances.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those.
Can I like sleight of hand one of them?
good luck, sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Dagger's very protective of her trashy romance novels. They're the highlight of the collection.
32.
Oh, okay, you
Oh, is
passed.
that all? Okay.
It was a really high
Excellent.
DC. You passed. So,
She is a
The one-
plus 15 to sleight of hand, so
Oh my god.
the one you
Shall I roll for which?
the one you
Oh, go
swipe,
ahead.
you see it says the life of Salbador.
he swiped one of the Baron's trashy romance.
If you quickly skim it, you notice it's about this vampire, and it seems to be very egotistical about themselves and how all awesome and sexy they are.
Oh, damn it, that's boring.
So setting
There's
the
3
tone
entire
for this evening
chapters about how
wonderfully.
great they look.
Setting the tone for this evening wonderfully. With my +6 proficiency bonus and using a D12 Bardic Inspiration, I got a 13.
Oh my god.
Ow.
Wow, have you ever rolled that low? in the last,
No,
like,
I rolled a
geez.
fucking 2 and a 3 on a D20 and a D12.
Oh, God.
You find making the map was fairly difficult in a rocking boat. Built that.
Mm.
And
It's
rock the
still-
boat.
Above average quality.
So
Oh, that was another romance
here
novel's name.
about-
Rock the Boat.
Oh, I want that one. Can I take that one instead?
You sure with the 30-something? I'll just say you go back in time. You just slide a hand back in time and switch them. And you see that it's
like,
about a
Everybody's around the table and I like show Cleo the book.
it's about a tabaxi and a elf, and they're on a rowboat
Oh, no.
in Oceanus.
Yes! I love it.
And it's very saucy.
Beautiful.
Excellent. Good.
Yeah.
That one I will keep. That one sounds great.
But I'll sort of like, so to get into the place, there's this cliff face, and then at the water level is the opening to where you go into the temple.
Okay.
I can't make many of us invisible. I can make like one of us invisible. If it would help.
I don't need to be invisible.
From the map she shows you, there seems to be only one entranceway in, and it seemed to have been a natural cave, and then further into the cave was where the ruins of this temple was.
Okay.
Last time we were here, there were some like electrically charged or influenced crocodile things. I doubt they're still here. They probably got killed by the cultists.
Too bad. Sounds cool.
They were pretty cool,
No.
yeah.
They were
also
definitely not normal. They were elementally infused
Yes.
animals.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Not the brightest either, if I recall.
You didn't talk to them.
Yeah,
was rather sassy.
I'm going from what you told us about their conversations with you.
Very sassy.
There's
Even for a
also
crocodile.
a handful of traps that are pretty tough. Granted, last time we were here, we had a lot less magical abilities to bear, but it's still worth knowing.
Okay. I'm sure they're not that bad.
So if you
Most
have
of the
anything
traps
that can
won't go
help-
off if you're a servant of all Hydra. Fun.
Oh
Yep.
shit! Actually, I'm gonna reach into my bag. Do we still have those cloaks of the manta ray?
You had one? Oh, yeah.
I think
You would.
wearing those
There were 3.
let us pass as
There were 3.
yeah, so I'm gonna pull them out. I don't think they require attunement either, so anybody can use them.
Oh.
One of them,
Though
Varth,
apparently,
You are 200 feet above water. What the?
Yeah. Whenever you put them on, it goes bing bong. You are 200 feet above water. Out loud in your head, and you're the only one that can hear it. And it just does it in intervals of 10 seconds the entire time you have it on.
That's weird.
No, I think you can set it so that it only does it when you ask.
only one of them does that, and that's the magical one.
Elvish, though.
Yeah, the magical one does that.
That Varth has,
They're all
I'm pretty sure.
magical.
Aren't both of them magical?
Yeah.
Azra
it's a
actually
manta
had the
ray.
magic one. I do
One had
believe.
the extra feature. The other two
Oh,
didn't.
okay, because I'm like, they're all magical items. Like that.
No.
Azra had the really crazy one that I had, and I think she ended up giving it to Chung. But
There's
I'm not
one-
entirely sure about
There was
that.
one cloak of the manta ray, and there were other ones that were identical to it. They just weren't magical. And they just had the old Hydra
Right.
symbol on the back.
Oh.
Okay, we were not told that. I was under the impression we had 2 of them because I know at least 2 of us were using them as
Yeah,
magic items.
we had 2 that allowed us to breathe underwater.
Because there was
One
the
to
joke
extend.
that one of them was set in Elvish and one of them was in Common.
Right. I
We
remember
might
that.
have had a third one
Well-
that was just a cloak.
Right.
The one that
Didn't you
talked,
say that you can breathe underwater already? So there's no point.
the one that
It
talked,
makes us faster too,
the one that
and
talked
it's good, a good disguise.
was not El Hydra one. That was one you guys found from Troll's lair that you explored.
Oh,
That one
right.
was also a Hydra because it had the symbol of the crushing wave on it. I know because I've watched all these episodes recently. That was when we first saw the sign of it.
Okay.
That was where we first saw the symbol.
Okay, you have 2
Yeah.
cloaks of manta ray and 2 normal cloaks
Sorry,
with the symbols on it. All of them have a symbol on it.
but it makes us faster because I can't swim worth shit. And it also helps disguise us and can hopefully get us through some of the traps.
You
Maybe if
Yep.
they're still there.
you all hear like a clank, 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 as the half-orc Chung in her adamantine breastplate comes down. And then you hear a
It sounds like somebody dumped pots and pans down the staircase.
and then you hear what sounds like furious stomping, but very slow furious stomping, as a shield guardian also comes down. It has a V on
People
its
are on this
chest.
ship.
It has a V on its chest.
It's a gigantic
Usually,
V.
like,
usually
20, man.
Yeah, we have a
more
crew of
than-
like 20 other people on the ship.
No,
Our
no
ship
one,
does not have that many people.
no one remembers No one remembers Ralphie, and he's just like sweeping away all the water that Shang and them just brought in.
Yeah, our ship is a large sailing ship, like the kind that would go across the Atlantic.
Yeah, it's basically the
It's not a
Pirates of the
small ship.
Caribbean ship.
Oh yeah,
We
what
have
did,
a crew of, I think,
what did the front of the ship have?
A
What
caravel, I think.
what exactly
I think
was?
it was a Tresson.
Oh yeah, it was a Tressum surfing on top of a platinum trout, and that was like the
Yes.
figurehead.
No, I thought it had the platinum trout in its mouth.
Maybe it did. I'm not sure. And maybe it was in its hands. I think maybe they were in its hands,
Mm.
like in its paws, like it was like surfing on it.
It keeps
But it's got a
knocking
Tressum
stuff
cat,
off.
and its wings come back across the bow of the ship.
Alright.
Occasionally, it just swats something off the deck. Why did we put that enchantment on there?
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Well,
Definitely worth the 2K.
so
I mean, we have like an armada of ships, so
A few of them, yeah.
Yeah.
They went to.
So,
Salita, you can't help.
We're-
What's your passive perception, Salita?
my passive is 24.
Okay,
Oh,
you just barely notice a tiny little mouse scurry between the books.
I'm not. Don't.
And with that crazy high passive perception, it did not have a little wizard hat on it or anything. Just a rat.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna go pick it up.
Okay,
God.
you guys are talking and all that, and then Salita just walks off towards one of the book piles. And roll an attack.
I'm just watching.
Pick it up. Grab it.
You're gonna
Pop
grab.
in my mouth.
You're gonna grab it.
Yeah.
Give me an attack roll.
Attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 14.
Okay. You quickly snatch up this rat, and it starts making squeak noises and it's thrashing around. And then that's when you eat it.
Can I do a perception check to see if that's definitely not Azra mouse?
With your passive perception of, is it also 24?
25 actually.
Ooh.
Oh, look at you, fancy.
It was
I
definitely
never play high wisdom characters, so this is now.
it was definitely not her. Also, if it was her, she would have turned back to normal form and probably would have been very upset.
Figure.
I'm glad Maddie's not here because I'd rather play Lilia when she's around. TBH. Yeah, and I'm just gonna eat it.
You eat rats raw? I've seen people cook them before.
No, it gets rid of all the juices inside, man.
It's actually,
Now that you're
Okay.
seared
If
the
you-
On a
outside.
different note,
if you watch, it's actually probably kind of grotesque because she's like a snake lady, so she just swallows it whole.
She unhinges her jaw and swallows it.
any questions that we would like to ask the individuals that we have in the bilge for information about the temple? Meaning the corpses with raised dead.
Could ask what the pet is.
Assuming the corpses have been
Yeah.
there.
Assuming
so-
they've been there, yes.
What's the pet? What traps are in the temple? And how is it changed? Because it's been at least a year since we've been here.
It's
It's probably
probably
changed
flooded,
quite a
is
lot.
my guess.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that they'll be able to tell us, like, did they expand the temple? Are there more rooms that we've never been in? Did they put new enchantments on stuff? Did they, you
With
know,
all the rest of the stuff we have to take care of and what we've already been through, I really hope it's not another aboleth. I have had my fill of them already, and we still haven't gotten
the
through
one
them.
that we encountered in the mains wasn't actually that bad.
I've had my fill of aboleths too.
We're not
Good.
even through them all yet. We still have like an army of them to
That's
deal
fair.
with. I would really rather not just go through it again.
You
That's
guys
fair.
do recall Zebediah telling you about how Leedle and them destroyed the aboleth that was in the Tomb of the Nine Gods.
I had figured that's what it was. Actually, I don't know whether Dag passed that check or not. That was probably Cat that recognized what the slime was.
Mhm.
Any other thoughts for what we could ask?
As you guys have a
How many
pause.
licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
What is Tootsie Pop?
I have wondered that.
A very small poop.
Hmm.
Tootsie it pops. Anyway, sorry. So it's starting to downpour
Let's keep
outside.
going.
Yeah, it's starting to downpour outside.
Man,
The ocean's just real mad or something.
Don't think it's the ocean.
It's not. Yes, what? Talos, your storm god, or something like that.
I don't think it's Talos either.
Talos.
What I do not understand is your storm god here is named Talos, but your war god is named Tempest. Why is
Yes.
Tempest not the storm god?
that is weird.
Why is this Kansas and this is not Arkansas? Explain!
Arkansas, not Arkansas.
That is extremely weird.
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
I think Talos was probably there first, and then Tempest kind of showed up afterwards.
Probably should have changed his name.
He's the god of chaos and
Okay,
storms.
well.
So
So maybe he just wants to piss you off.
if
In
it confuses
particular.
you, it's probably part of his agenda.
There you go.
Hey,
That's a
Talk
good,
to him,
that's a
John.
good way of doing it, because if the enemy is distracted by your name and are confused, they're more likely to not notice you coming right underneath them and biting you in the ass.
And you'll know if there were servants of Talos outside, you would hear them say, "Holy destruction upon us all," or "Blessed be chaos."
Yes, I met one. He liked top
Loudly.
tens.
Good times.
Be thankful you got away with your life if you've met them.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, I'm dying. If only someone could save me. I'm joking.
Blessed be King. Or you can eat those hands.
That's Gutshank.
So many,
Gutshank has no problem with cannibalism.
so many other campaign references that don't make sense if you don't know what they are.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Now, for our audience, if you want to catch all these in-game references, most of our backlog is on Scotty's YouTube channel.
Check it out.
And now only there.
So,
Anyway.
what else?
Yo,
What-
Zebediah's Guide to Fishing.
What else do you guys
Sure.
do on the boat?
I did have another question that we could ask the individuals. What's their goal here? Like, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to just like? Are they trying to take over the world? Or are they trying to take over like?
Varth, you are good with the water-based entities. What do
Yes.
they normally want? To flood the world and spread their water?
Olhadra's evil. She would want to use the power of the crushing waves to destroy any who oppose her. Any communities of anything that is both under the water and above it would be the ones that are at risk. Anything underwater would probably be her first agenda at this point.
Yeah, in hindsight, that might be too broad. 'cause
She's
you have to
destroyed
think-
the above water ones already as far as she's concerned. The rest of the islands are far enough away that they wouldn't be within her reach
That's
immediately.
the thing. The answer would just be to drown the world. Okay, but like, what's your specific goal?
I also have inquiry, as I read this book on gods.
Uh-huh.
He pulls
Oh,
up.
I like Percy Jackson
He pulls
too.
up his
Great.
autobiography.
You sure you have a lot of books about yourself?
That's
great,
not
man.
even half of them.
I have a lot of history.
Intriguing.
So, if Ohydra tries to come to Torel, would that not cause Umberly to want to fight her? Because
Umberly probably would be pissed off, yeah.
She's We don't even know if she's here yet. I don't think she's on this plane. Like I said, if she was on this plane,
I'm just
Nobody did.
Are
hypothesizing.
they talking about Umbra?
I don't know.
Umberle, the bitch queen of the oceans.
That's rude. Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually
Yeah,
her
She's
that's
nickname.
right.
a
so
real
title.
major bitch, apparently.
That's actually her nickname. She
Yeah.
does go by the bitch queen.
People don't like her.
That's a
She's-
very good idea.
real
She's
awful.
that sassy aunt who just takes that name with pride.
Yes, she's the Bach Diane. Got it.
Hmm
Now,
hmm
because your deity is standoffish, so probably won't care one way or another.
Yeah,
But
most likely.
Umberle, being evil, would hate this other evil deity because evil hates each other.
Right, exactly.
That's true.
So if we could bring Hydra out to this plane fully and alert this Umberle, they can fight on their own, and we can go and do our shopping trip we wanted to do in Waterdeep.
so I hear.
Problem that takes care of itself.
So I hear you,
yeah.
but I feel there are many ways that could
Oh,
go
sorry.
poorly.
We got to go to Candlekeep first to.
DM
Yeah.
has
Did you know? Listen,
like-
there's a great noodle shop in Waterdeep.
Really?
They have amazing theater there. We were just there a couple days ago, right, Cleo?
True. There's a red lady. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, that was last
See,
time.
my issue
They
with
left.
bringing her to this plane is a lot of beings, if they're not native to this plane and you kill them here, they just go back home and come back in a couple.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a problem.
She's an elemental evil too. I think the only way to really truly destroy her
Would be in her domain.
probably be in her own realm, involving some complex ability we don't have.
Also, I feel like there are many factors with starting a war between minor gods that we're not accounting for that would go very poorly for literally everyone involved.
There
Okay.
might be giant tidal waves and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. See
I-
that? Yeah.
I
Heaven.
need more divinity. I need more divine spark.
Kevin. You forget. I can only give you one inspiration point.
Hey, hey, Scotty.
Hmm
Can I try to first of all, do I know like these deities they're speaking of? What
yeah,
do I know about them?
you would know Umberle's kind of like the evil water god that a lot of pirates and such worship.
Right.
A lot of
okay.
sea
Or at least
hags.
give offerings to. 'cause-
Yeah,
So
they worship
can
Anyone
slash
who travels
fear.
the sea usually gives her an offer.
While
Can I roll
Hydra.
something to see, like,
Yep. Uh-oh.
see like
Ooh.
The Baron pulls out his book. Okay. Let's see what
That's outdated.
Mhm.
Got it from an old library. It was from
It is
Mesra.
true. No, it was from
So-
Mr. Fox's
Yeah.
library.
Salida,
It was
you can,
Mr. Fox's library book.
Salida, you can roll a religion check.
religion. Okay,
Mhm.
because I was gonna ask if I can since Toledo would know like tactical stuff about like evil deities and whatnot.
Well-
Could I figure out what the first step would be in world domination?
Give me
That's a roll right there.
insight check then. I guess that'd be insight check.
Pleadle,
Oh.
are there any underwater communities around here we should be wary of?
Well, there were some Kuatoa communities around here, but they were destroyed, which is why I came to look into it.
So she's already succeeded in wiping out most of the communication to the island.
Ple-
And all the communities around it are dead too.
Pleadle.
27.
Nice.
Mhm.
Pleadle, you would also know that the kingdom of the storm giants is in the Trackless Sea as well.
Okay.
You're pretty sure they're fine.
All right.
They're storm giants.
Okay.
They're taller than
I
Hydra
like strong
each.
giants.
The 27 on your religion check. All
Out of my
Hydra's
way, animated.
It's insight, but yeah.
insight. Okay, so for your tactical strategy, it would be try to make a base of operations and then spread out from there and make more bases. You remember that's how the Yanti were.
Right.
They took Omu for themselves, and then they started making
Yeah.
alliances with things like kobolds and such.
Not anymore.
And with a lich named Azra, if you recall. Rasnisi.
Somebody wiped out their home base.
Rasnisi and him
And
got
someone named Salida, I believe, made a alliance with a certain lizard folk tribe as well.
yes.
I don't know what you're talking about. Um, she okay. So, well, the first step would probably be to have a base of operations. So if this island is where she's coming from, if take it back and get rid of the portals that she's using, you can at least bring her back, push her back a little bit until you can formulate a better plan of taking her down, or at least cultivate an army of sorts.
Problem is, how do you destroy a portal to the plane of water?
I don't know, just
Yeah.
There are many ways to destroy portals. There was spells back in the ancient days before somebody screwed up in this area.
I mean, a 9th level dispel magic would probably.
You could, if it's
Actually,
a physical
go pretty
portal,
well.
you could break the thing that it is basically containing.
I mean, it's a bubble. How do you break the bubble?
Group Arcana
Pop it.
check.
Pop it.
You can poke it with a sword. Bubbles break easily.
Twist it. Pull
Or
it.
if he's like really emotional, just start his
Pop
feeling.
it. Slap it.
Crisscross.
Varth's Arcana check is 4.
Everybody.
mine is a 9.
Cletos is a 22.
Oh, look at you, Miss Fancy.
Oh, I might as well
Daggers?
roll for Azra.
35, 40.
No.
Azra got a dirty
86.
20.
25.
A 30 what did Azra get?
A dirty 20. He rolled low.
I got a 31.
Ooh.
Wow.
I was going to say, Dagger is like, oh, I rolled a 2. 86?
No. A 2
Uh,
would just give me a 16.
You think
Oh, sorry.
you think
It's only a little off.
casting dispel magic at 9th level might work, but even then, it might still need an Arcana check.
Yeah.
You could try to open up using the gate spell its opposite element portal
But
on
the
top
thing
of it,
is,
and they cancel each other out. So plane of fire portal right on the plane of water portal, they cancel each other out.
So we have to be careful.
Azra does
That
have
might make
gate,
a
doesn't
portal
she?
to the plane of steam.
Yeah,
It might.
Azra does
Which
have
is
the gate
fine.
spell,
It
doesn't
really
she now?
helps open up the pores.
Well, as far as I can remember, there's no elemental evil of steam, so actually that might work out pretty well.
is there
Azra
not?
does have the gate spell, right?
Is
Do
there
you
not?
want to take that risk?
There's
What?
probably some Steam method it wants to be, but
I may or may not have a steam elemental in my stuff.
oh.
The other thing is, though,
Oh, Scotty.
if we manage to defeat Whole Hydra and we defeat her in her realm, there should be no danger in having a. I mean, there's nothing bad against the plane of water.
Right. Unfortunately, this portal does go straight to her front door. So even if we kill her there, there's no way for her to permanently be dead, which I'm guessing at some point some member of Asticia's church or squadron in the water plane have probably already tried to destroy her and maybe succeeded at one point in the past as well. I mean, powerful beings like that
I mean,
can
gods
just
can
reform
definitely
again
die,
and come
though.
back.
Oh,
Yes,
there's
but
just an
she's
archer
not a
element.
god. She's a
You can
primordial.
also,
Yeah.
They were around
capture
before the
her.
gods.
like,
Oh, Hydra's
Like,
not a primordial.
trap her
Hydra's
in
not the
the-
elemental.
in
You
some
think
sort
it's
of
man?
Hmm.
place of god trapping.
Yeah, I don't really have one of those in my backpack, I gotta say.
I have
And I
one
would
of
say
those.
You are the worst adventurers. What the fuck is going on? Come on, everybody has a god trap in their pocket, right?
Yeah, nail it, definitely.
Yeah, no, sorry.
I think I heard about a person
if you-
named Zagi who had one, but
If you want to think of some kind of way of trapping Ol Hydra, you can give me an Arcana check.
oh, I got a 20.
Varth was slightly more helpful. 14.
Nat 20 for Pleadle?
A 30 and all. Yes.
Oh, okay, so
Oh.
okay, that would definitely get it. You think of this very high level magic item called an iron flask would work.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, because she's water.
That makes sense.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Okay.
Imagine doing that and then just ditching her in a desert somewhere. Good luck.
That's Al Qadim's problem now.
Well, I did hear about someone trapping
Oh.
Demogorgon in a thing called an iron flask.
You also
I suppose that
Hmm.
could-
Also,
With that
Ross
Arcana?
was stuck under Greyhawk for a while, and no, not Ross, Ius. You guys don't know who that is, but yeah, Ius.
Grazd was too.
Yes,
I know
Ross
what-
was repeatedly raped.
Yeah.
okay.
You
I
will-
know
wait.
everyone overlooks that part.
Can you plane shift deities with your plane shift ability?
Yes.
Or Grazd.
Couldn't
kind
you
of a
just
bitch, so-
target her with the plane shift and shift her to the plane of fire?
It takes me a bit of time to move.
Yeah, there's a couple things like
Mm,
okay, so
right.
first
I
off,
forgot it takes time.
it takes time. Two, I'm pretty sure he might go with her.
Yes.
He'll be fine. He's a plane shifter. He's
Hey.
used to that.
Hey, Dagger, what's your history
Uh,
modifier?
It takes him a minute to do it.
I'm not immune to fire.
He's gonna have to survive in the plane
Hmm.
of fire for a whole minute. Also, with an extremely pissed off Hydra if it doesn't work.
It's so cute.
Every time I
Oh
have.
my god.
Oh, it's so cute.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, Dagger,
What
your
is that?
what's your history check?
Ogremosh.
It's what?
Ogremosh.
Plus 14.
Oh, okay. Oh, he looks so funny.
Okay, add a nat
He's just
That
a
is
big
a
sad
fluffy
blob.
boy.
add a
He's a
nat
big
one.
sad blob boy.
At a nat 1, you'd make this DC. The second you mention Iron Flask and all of that, you immediately remember about how fairly recently a fire elemental, a primal arch elemental called
Oh, shit.
Megara the Dawn Titan, was in an Iron Flask and got released, and it killed hundreds and hundreds of shield dwarves in Gauntlgram. And it's still roaming the Sword Coast.
Hmm.
Huh.
If,
I will share that.
If
and
an
then
iron-
I'm also going to go.
I remember that, yeah.
Okay.
if
I
it,
didn't know if that was canon in the series.
canon in
Good.
here, this was
Kevin went to go check out.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
It may or may not be the same. It may not be adventurers that opened the flask, but something happened, and the Dawn Titan
Would
got
that
out.
put the iron flask in the area where we can get it, or would that simply just make the things more complicated that we would have to make another trip somewhere and come back? The longer we wait, the more powerful all Hydra's forces here can be.
Yeah.
We've already
That's what
seen
I'm
that they've
saying.
leveled
You should
the whole
destroy
town.
this. If you destroy this place of operations, it's gonna give you quite a while, and then you can make a
Yeah.
better plan than just be like, "Hey, we're gonna walk in and kill this very powerful being." That's
Actually, since we've already technically been
you can only really do that once.
through. Since we've
Sometimes
technically
you
been
get
to,
destroyed by a magical curse afterwards.
I think that's happened to you before.
No, it's happened to her though. I'm still salty about it.
Ah,
Yeah, it's fine. I got a cool claw out of it, so whatever.
I guess there's that. Every terrible magic curse has its upside, I suppose.
You also know for
Yeah.
sure, if you could somehow get a Sphere of Annihilation, that would kill her instantly.
Nah, so controlling one, though, would be nearly impossible.
You know of at least 2 or 3 that are in Jolt.
Hmm.
Once
I
again,
definitely know
the
of at least
necklaces,
one.
the necklaces that control those things are dangerous and sketchy at best.
Yeah, and getting him through portals isn't a sure thing by any means.
Leto does remember
More likely,
Azarak had one of those amulets and a sphere.
more
Yeah.
likely, it would have destroyed the portal before it went through the portal,
Yeah.
which
That's
would be a
fair.
way of destroying the portal, I suppose. You know, I could just bury it.
Good point.
Why don't we go clear the temple out and I just use earthquake to level most of the rock structures around? It would bury the area around the portal, and we'd never have to worry about it again.
That's not gonna work though.
But I'm pretty sure like water can get through rocks.
Yeah, like her servants
Yeah.
are going to be able to transform into water elementals. You can go through the cracks in rock with no hesitation whatsoever. They can do the same.
Well, if one of her servants has a crack in it, it's not going to be able to turn into that.
Well, yeah, but they have servants. I'm saying let's go through, clear out the temple, take care of Hydra however we do it.
I could use.
And then if we're worried that she's going to come back, we can try and close the portal. If we cannot close the portal using magic, if we can't find a way to actually close the gate between planes, then we collapse the temple, because that will buy us time.
If I collapse the temple, then I could use Grave of Stone Shape to seal the stone solid. Water can't pass through solid stone.
That's a good, like I said, still a good thing for after the fact. But until we know for sure what we're dealing with, I don't want
It would
to.
require 2 powerful spells, which I don't want to waste if we're going to go into battle.
That's why I say let's do it after we
Right.
see
Let's
what's
clear-
down there.
Let's
do
go
it
down
after.
there and clear the temple out, and then find out how we're going to wipe
Yeah.
this place clean.
I am going to ask the Baron, though, when he comes back from the little Baron's room, to ask those Crag fellows some questions.
Sorry, Varth has to go visit the little water elementals, or Varth will be right back.
That's not why it's called the poop deck, Baron, and you fucking know it.
Yes, I know. You actually go to the head, which is in front of the ship.
You still
It's
got that Speak with Dead spell?
It is not a spell, but yes,
It's not?
it is an invocation.
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, a spell.
I was running Baron as an NPC last time, and I was pretty sure that was an evocation for you.
Yeah.
It is my invocation. It is my natural ability by channeling the black mana of the universe.
Uh-huh. And when you channel the black mana, you use it to cast the spell Speak with Dead.
It matters.
Anyway. My questions that I was thinking
Eye
of.
is pixelating in her.
Yeah, you are really hard.
I'm sorry.
It's raining very hard, apparently.
Yeah, that was just a little bit of
Whoa!
background noise.
I don't know what
You
happened to
blew
your
your mic out a little
microphone.
bit again.
It's rubbing up against
Goodness.
my shirt.
It's like really loud. I don't know why, but
Sorry.
Blew it out a little bit.
Yeah.
So my questions so far are what
Can't
traps
handle me.
yeah. How has it changed since you got here? Since they got here? What is the pet? What is Old Hydra's pet?
Okay, one at a time.
I'm just saying so
I
that
am
you guys can
casting
okay,
it
fuck,
upon the
alright.
skeleton.
Okay.
This
First,
Baron comes upstairs from the I already forget what it's called. The very
Okay.
bottom of the ship, where you normally don't store anything. It's
The
just
bilge.
water. The bilge.
Bilge.
And you take the
dude.
and there's I know I'm just a lot of things I'm thinking of today.
Yeah, no, I
Um,
would not have any. I was not being kind to these corpses. They
Oh,
poisoned my
They pull
dog.
up a
I thought that's what
Thayan.
you're trying to say. I went to the bathroom. I was like, no, the head's at the front of the ship. That's the reason they call it a head. Oh,
Pulls
okay,
up
yeah, I grabbed the body.
a corpse
Oh,
of a
that's what they call it, a head. I thought something else.
Oh my god, Aya.
0
Poor Scotty,
days.
keep trying.
Anyway, so this corpse is clearly a Thayan cultist of Kasuth, the fire elemental god.
Irony. I find it hilarious.
I don't know what's really irony. They are these monsters because they were priests of Kasuth, I think.
I just find it funny when you use your own enemies against them.
Oh
like
yeah,
for your own
no,
plans.
it's great.
Yes.
Varth,
Suck.
That is pretty awful.
Varth was able to figure out last session that Crags are created by elemental cultists being killed so dramatically by the opposite element that they come back from the dead under control of the opposite element. So these fire cultists died from drowning, and they became servants of All Hydra.
Well,
All right.
And they're kind of like
that
vampires.
sounds like a fate worse than death.
They're kind of like
Really?
vampires. They got the fangs.
Yeah.
And they bite. The chest
Answer my
inflates.
questions. So, what's your questions?
What traps are in the temple?
Specify. You might not know what temple you speak of.
The temple on this island.
What traps are in the temple upon this island?
The ones that were there.
Wow, thank you. That's great
No,
information.
that's actually very helpful. That's very helpful because we've been through those traps, so we know what they do.
Okay.
Another
That's
question.
just bad,
Another.
like this is like bad planning though. Like you were there like a year ago. They should
They
have
don't
had
know.
a.
They don't know. They didn't know we were coming back.
Yeah, they
Well, you
just got
should-
here.
But like, if people are there and keep going out and in, if people like get fired or whatever. then,
Also,
you know,
none of Old Hydra's forces were in this temple when we were here last time. Anyway, before
They
this,
they kept the old forces. That's just stupid.
like trying to cover the gun's mouth. How has the temple changed since they got here?
What have you done to change the tempo since you got here?
It is now more suited for her, fully engulfed in water, sunken into the sea.
Okay. Yeah.
It's underwater, sunken into the.
See. I think he
Yes,
said.
I did not actually hear what Scotty said. It
Oh.
glitched out for a half second.
Whoops.
I feel like you could have gotten it out of context.
The Baron and I could have, but
It's
the
like-
Baron is the Baron,
Deep under the
even though he's better now.
B? I didn't quite hear.
The bee.
Question number 3.
Mhm.
What is Old Hydra's pet?
Is there any specification to that?
That's all they told me. I asked what's down there, and they said Old Hydra's pet.
What is the nature of old Hydra's pet upon this island and in the temple? Because if you just ask her generically, they might think you're talking about a different pet.
Good
Yeah,
point.
maybe they have a dog. named
Old
Lucas or
dog, yeah.
something.
Scruffy.
Mhm.
Their childhood pet.
Dude,
like
he does
they're
not know
Trying to break
what
into
the
his bank
DM is
account or
loading.
something.
Just a blank stare blinking.
Would speak
No,
with
there's one of
Dad.
those buffering symbols.
Would speak with Dad. Do they have to answer?
I don't think they do, but if not,
I'm pretty sure they
let us
don't.
know so I know you're not bluffing.
I'm pretty sure they don't,
Um,
and he does not respond.
Just says Steve.
What a bitch.
Oh, actually, no. He will. He will answer. You know what? I'll have him answer. Why not?
Oh yeah, because he didn't like her, did he?
Okay, so it says answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer.
Right.
So they could lie to us.
However, this was a servant of Kasuth that was killed so badly he turned into a servant of Al-Hydra. So he may want to be honest with you because he's freaking pissed at this point.
Who knows?
And
That's why I'm asking the questions. Boop. What was the answer?
What was the exact wording?
What is the nature of old Hydra's pet that is upon this island or within that temple?
Gigantic.
All right.
Great.
It's my favorite kind.
yeah, let's go.
That sounds like a kraken.
Yep. Yep.
Well, let's get cracking.
I have two more questions. Two more questions. Two more questions.
Where is the pet?
Hmm.
Where is the
And
gigantic pet?
hey, please, we should make this island crack a
Where?
lack.
Within the temple is the pet.
I do not know. It may not
You don't
be
know.
there. It might.
might not
be.
That's
be
what I was
there.
going to say. It might not be in the temple. It might be on the other side of the
It
portal.
might be near.
Hey, Salita,
Yes.
do you think
It
this
could be
island-
anywhere. He's being very cryptic.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The storm has gotten worse since we all got back to
Suddenly
the
has a
boat.
fear. Suddenly fear.
I got one more question.
Boat.
I want to hear the joke.
Wouldn't be able to see a kraken until it was too late. What is Ohydra's goal with this place?
What is old Hydra's goal with this place?
Do not know of an Hydra
Okay.
of old age.
God damn it. I knew there was going to be a backfire to you saying her name wrong all this time.
I said old Hydra.
No, you didn't. You said it with your weird Ixalian accent. It came out
Oh,
wrong.
I am sorry. I have a bit of an accent because I'm from a whole different cosmos than you. That is bloody rude. You are
You're
the
a
one with the accent.
polyglot.
I speak normal. You speak with the accent.
You speak 7 different languages, Baron.
If you know how
I feel like I'm being called out here, and I don't know. Like,
I just like
Yes, puta.
I just like how the Baron swears, and he's a vampire, and his swear is bloody.
Yeah.
That is bloody rude. Bloody rude.
I am 10,000 years old. You know how many accents I have had?
At least one.
I switch accents like most people switch socks.
Wait a minute.
Yes, you filthy people don't switch your underwear. Don't. I can smell the crew. I smell them.
I mean, I can't.
Some of us don't even wear underwear.
Anyway,
I mean, nothing wrong.
I'm looking right at Polito.
Free balling's fine.
not making eye contact.
People
Polito doesn't give a shit.
We do have another crag down in the hold, but I
Oh wait,
don't have any other.
just in case. Got to top it off.
I'll be right back.
I don't.
I
have
turn into
any-
a water elemental and I go above deck, and you hear a splash off the side of the ship.
Varth pretty much.
What do you hear a splash when you're just water going into water?
Varth-
I'm just imagining. I'm having flashbacks to the Ghost of Saltmarsh episode, and Varth just gets eaten by a kraken and we don't even realize it.
Good lord! I think my starting to.
Okay, so
Oh, okay.
Varth Terminator 2s and just to a puddle
Yeah, I literally just kind of turn into water and then just go.
and flows
crew
upstream up through the stairs and gets up onto the deck. And that's the last anyone sees of him. Since you guys are down here, and you say you go into
Ever.
Goodbye.
Ever?
Didn't say ever. You guys are high enough level. You could be like, oh, he died. Okay, we'll just go to the plane he went to.
Oh, old Hydra. So imaginative. I mean, it fits.
A wave with a face.
Oh,
That's the
At the same
scariest
time.
part.
So you go into the water.
And I sent you a message.
oh.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Do. I'm gonna probably make a couple of them. Oh, well, might not need to. I rolled a 20. 26.
Okay. You see no sign of any aquatic life down here. Like you get the kelp and stuff, but like fish and stuff, they're gone. You get a sense of.
Do I suspect something might have porked its way through this part of the ocean?
No, you
Sorry,
don't.
That is a.
You don't see or sense. I guess you're water elemental right now. I don't know if you can smell, but
Right.
any blood or anything.
Yeah,
There's like-
smell is not an option.
There's not like a dead fish tail floating in the water or anything.
There's not murky chunks of dead things floating around everywhere.
No.
Though I suspect something as large as the Kraken could easily swallow whole communities whole. So
How far?
How
How far of a radius would you have had away from the boat? Would you have went?
I'm gonna slosh around a bit just to see if I see anything, but I'm not gonna go super far away just in case there is a Kraken.
Okay, yeah, that's. Oh, you hear a
I'm
very.
also a water elemental in water, so I won't be visible to anyone in the water.
Except for other water elementals, because water elementals can see each other in the water.
Exactly.
That's why I said
Yeah,
almost like ethereal sight. You do, because that was really high perception check. You're very faintly out in the sea somewhere. It just sounds like a roar of some creature, but it's very faint, and it seems to echo like into a void. You know, like a certain creature from Subnautica.
Good sign.
Got it. Kind of like a certain Reaper Leviathan creature from Subnautica. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, this is bringing back my video game tropophobia. I only have fear of deep water in video games.
Also-
in real life, I'm not afraid of deep water, but I get in
Also-
a video game and I'm like, oh god, it's anywhere.
Also, normally when there's a storm, it's just like the surface, the water and stuff is where it's all thrashing and
Right.
stuff. You can feel the currents down here, like it is moving a bit down here too. This is not a
Oh,
natural
boy.
storm by any
Okay.
means.
Do I think this could be the lair actions of the Kraken that is doing this?
No, but it could be the layer actions to something else.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. I sense a Zebediah's guide.
Nope.
Okay.
Actually,
All
this
right.
one's
I
not.
come. I come back up towards the boat and slosh up the side of the boat and go below deck.
Okay. I'll say you
A
squeeze
puddle
through
comes back below deck.
you squeeze through the planks somehow. That really shouldn't be
Varth,
possible
do
on
me
a
a
boat.
favor,
but-
and the moment after we both realize, oh shit, there might be a kraken outside our door, maybe don't just leave without saying anything, because I almost had a heart attack.
A crag, like
Well, I don't
like a cragkin.
I don't suspect that it's specifically a kraken, but it's definitely something gigantic and monstrous, and this storm is definitely created by it. So I would say that the pet of Old Hydra is definitely already out here in the ocean with us. I heard it roar, and there are no signs of any sea life anywhere in the area. Not a single fish at all.
I
Not a
do a
crab.
history or arcana or
Not
nature
even
check
a hermit
I'm
crab.
gonna use this picture now.
to combine like
Something like that.
gigantic scary monster with water theme, like the equivalent of what kind of creatures live in water and are
Do I think
gigantic sized.
I would love to see a water park just themed around the Kraken.
that I could mimic the sound that I heard
I mean,
as a
Hotel
water elemental?
Transylvania 3 was pretty much that. Amusement park around a kraken.
I might be able to.
Sorry, what'd you say, Varth? I got
Do
distracted
I
by
think I could
Transylvania.
mimic the sound of that creature in water elemental form?
No, unless you have a way of doing perfect mimicry.
No. I'm not a bard or a kenku.
Because it was a noise, it wasn't really a language, at least from that distance.
Got it.
I don't know if how accurate I could do it, but I can do an illusion of a sound that sounds pretty damn realistic.
Hmm. But do you know what a kraken sounds like?
No, I didn't hear it. I'd have to hear it first.
Hmm.
But I also don't know what it looks like either.
Also, good
A
luck.
big squid.
Good luck finding
I
a
couldn't see
recording.
it.
Good luck finding a recording of what a kraken sounds like.
Right.
You gotta get one of those.
Implying that there was a survivor.
One lucky
There are
There are no
survivor.
survivors in what we know they look like.
Lucky survivor.
Did it sound like
100 feet inland survived. Recorded it.
Yeah.
Did it look like the other was coming towards us, Varth?
It's
tell.
at least pretty decently far out to sea. It's hard to tell. This storm is not only above water but below it. The currents underwater are supernaturally being manipulated as well.
Yeah, that sounds like a
Noises in the water can travel ridiculously far. Whales will do their calls, and it can go out miles. So
Are we gonna have to Star Trek for it?
We're going to have to try and find where it's coming from because I believe that is the servant of Old Hydra we're looking for.
Yeah,
This is not the servant you're looking for.
I wanted to take a long rest before we do this, but I don't think we can, because if we can't go into the temple without dealing with this thing, because it will eat our boat. It will kill our
Yes.
crewmen and eat our boat.
Probably.
it is then when you notice
that
that the
reminds me.
rain.
Crew! Get to your battle stations! Arm everything! Get your weapons out! Get the boats in the water!
We don't have extra boats. We have a dinghy. We have that for escaping.
The dinghy is so that you can have people go out with the harpoon to attack the white whale.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
True.
Aye.
I'm gonna put on one of those cloaks of the manta rays so that I'm fast in the water, because I'm not normally.
What was the DM going to
As you-
say before all this happened?
As you go out onto the deck, it is not a downpour anymore, and it's back down to that slight misty drizzle.
Does it look like we're in the eye of the storm if I look up?
No.
Like, okay, so it maybe moved on.
It could be just fluctuations
It
too.
could be, yeah.
It
So-
could be surrounding the island by swimming around it.
Though for the briefest moment, you see a full moon cast through the clouds.
Full moon.
Oh shit, it's evening already.
Well, not necessarily. Sometimes when in the dawn and stuff, you can also see the sun.
Oh yeah.
It's
I
definitely
look up at the full moon
But you
and then
won't
look
see
over
a
at
full
Dagger.
moon. You would see like a shadow of the moon.
No, you can see them both.
Oh, you can see
Sometimes
that.
they're both in the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like this.
No, I mean sometimes it happens. You have the sun over there and the moon over there reflecting.
Anyway.
And then if you're on Earth, the sun orbits the planet.
It's true, yeah.
So I have this spell that I've never used before
Oh.
that doesn't actually take a spell slot for me to cast. I know I got it from that cool magic item I got, Baron. It lets me ask a god or a god servant a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. And I get a truthful reply. A lot of times it's in the form of like a riddle or a...
Little Dagger, you do not need to use your spell. Just ask me.
Guy is weird.
You get used to that.
That's a very
Listen,
in character.
You all know me as a bit egotistical and a bit feeble-minded. So I might as well
You're
keep
not
doing it.
feeble-minded anymore.
No, but that is how you know me. So I
That's
figured
fair.
I'd be kind for once and be the way you remember me.
Your egotistical?
Only 2 people know for sure.
Quite ballsy.
I know all about balls.
Yeah, you were in the ball dimension.
I was, yeah.
Must have been like
What?
sweaty and stuff on me.
So I had ideas for 3 different questions that I could ask.
Mhm.
What dangers await us in the temple, which we kind of now know. What are old Hydra's plans for this place,
We
which
kind
we
of know.
don't know. Like we know overall, but short-term plans we don't know. And how can we best overcome her forces? I feel like that's our best bet.
Hmm.
Yes.
That might give
So,
us any indication on weaknesses for what this pet
I
thing
will-
is.
knowing the gods as I do, when you ask that one question, you will probably get this response. The best way to deal with Hydra is you already have everything you need. You just must confront her. Because gods do that a lot.
Well, I
They
don't
throw
know.
the ball
Like-
back into your ballpark and are like, I'm useless. That is why I,
Well,
kill them
Saloon's been
often.
pretty. Wait, okay, you have not.
it's been over
Actually
400
kill.
years. I'm sorry. I am rusty. It happens.
I too feel called out by this, and I don't like it.
But yes, ask your question. What do I
Yeah.
need to answer?
I'm not asking you, Dickweed. I'm asking Salune.
Like I said, I can only give you 1 inspiration point.
Well, it only takes an action, so unless anybody has any other suggestions, I'm gonna do it. Oh shit, this is a ritual?
If you do it as a ritual, you have to be on the deck in full visibility of the moon. If it's to the god, I think.
I'm not gonna cast it as a ritual. I'm gonna cast it because I can only cast it once a day anyway. So there's no point in casting it as a ritual.
Okay.
This is the one from the Book of Exalted Deeds.
Yep.
Wait,
So-
no. Isn't this the one where I roll again? I roll to see if I can cast it again?
No. I
Or
will
am I losing my
research.
mind?
I will research the spell. You can cast it multiple times a day, but
Okay.
it increases the chances of it being a false reading.
Yeah.
The first time, it's 100% chance of
Yeah,
being true.
because the gods are just like, nah, dog, I already answered your question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because
My favorite example.
Talking about the
My-
seeing.
Okay. So when I
Okay,
cast it, I
Jesus.
can roll a d6. If I roll a 6, I cannot cast it again until dawn. But the more I cast it, the more likely I'm gonna get faulty answers.
My favorite example that was from one of the ones you sent me was somebody asked the question of how do we defeat this monster or something, and Loki was one of the examples, and he said, use the matter. And they're like, what's the matter? And he's like, I don't know, what's the matter with you?
Uh-huh.
Look, you would. Bitch.
He is just moodily sitting in his bed and borking. He is so lazy he won't even lift his head up enough to bark. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna sit down in the deck, on the middle of the deck in the rain, looking up at the moon, and I'm gonna cast divination, and I'm gonna ask Salune. I'm gonna use that little
As
bit
she
of
casts it, you all notice a halo appear above her head. And it's a 15-foot glow.
I think so, yeah. I don't remember.
And it is the same moonlight glow as the moon.
10 foot, actually, but yeah.
It's like a silvery halo. It's not a golden halo.
I'm going to use that little bit of moon... I don't remember what it was called.
Moon juice?
Kevin, do you remember it? Not moon juice.
Huh?
So, like, moonfire. Moonfire.
Gotta get me some of that moon juice.
And I'm going to ask Selune, how best can we overcome Hydra's forces in order to save as many people as we can here?
So, you pull out the moon flame, and you seem to talk to it, and the moon's light seems to really cast onto this flame, and it actually grows a little bit, and a voice seems to emanate from the flame itself. And it says, if you destroy the flow at its source, then ebb will follow.
Oh God, we have got to destroy flow and ebb. Those poor tieflings.
I knew it would.
We're not tieflings, they're water genocide.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know. Maddie's one non-tiefling character.
No, hers... Wait, oh yeah, it was, yeah.
Nice.
Goodbye.
So I think...
Farewell. And the flame just goes back to normal.
I'm gonna put the lid back on it. So from what I gathered from my spell, if we take the Hydra, most of this will stop.
Makes sense.
I did not roll a 6, so I can cast again, but I'm not going to because. Anybody got any plans for how to scout out a Kraken?
Salito's choking on another mouse she found.
Excuse me. Whew. You have a lot of rats on this ship.
They do, don't they?
You should really take care of that.
Isn't that what you're doing?
Yeah, and it's delicious, but I'm just saying. Look.
Well, there's a Tressum cat here with Madi that normally takes care of them as well, but he has a tendency to play with them more than he does eat them.
And because I don't know when we're gonna get, never mind, I already used it. Fuck.
Are you immune to disease, Sal?
I can go.
Did you just call her salad?
Yes, he did.
Because you're eating a lot of rats from the ship. They can have disease.
Oh,
like
I thought you were going to say tortilla
plague.
instead of Salita.
No, he said salad.
That crab salad is a different thing. That's Plato's future baby.
Wait, what?
My
You're
ward.
going to have a crab salad as a baby?
No, well,
Yeah.
Blibdipoop is.
What? Wait.
Everybody at the same time
Don't
was
worry
like,
about it.
what?
So the state of yours is having a baby,
Yes.
a
yes.
godling.
Yes.
No, absolutely not.
Can you bring it to me once it's born?
No.
Mm,
No.
I mean, you can come and say hi, I'm sure.
No, I need it brought to me so it's away from the mother.
No. Nope. Say no. Just say no.
You don't even need to roll insight. There is quite an ominous vibe coming from the Baron.
I already got that the first moment I saw it.
Like
I don't know.
JoJo with the purple menacing.
Leo, no, don't fall for it. Babe, I know you want to make friends with everybody, but sometimes people just want to eat babies.
That is just no. I don't want to eat the baby. I want to consume its divine essence and elevate myself to a god. I mean, there's a big
Like
difference.
I said, sometimes people just want to eat babies.
It's
Well,
not eating it. It'll be very much alive afterwards.
I'm gonna suggest that we think about where we want to stage this attack with this maybe Kraken.
If
Consider-
that's
Shallows.
indeed what we need to do.
Over near the docks
Although-
where the shallows are.
That is smart. Yeah, it's probably not gonna come that close though.
It could if we lure it here. I can get relatively close to it without it being
Fighting
able to
it-
see me.
Yeah, fighting it in deep water
I
is
can
giving it an
also-
advantage.
I
Yeah.
can
Shallowing it
also
with-
try to look and see, go swim up to it, see what I can find. Like for some weaknesses.
The only thing that can see me when I'm in water elemental form in the water is a water elemental. And
I don't
assuming
know
we're
that I
not fighting a
could,
giant one of those,
What
I
if
could
we put
probably see
dye
it,
in you?
see
If
it.
we like a couple drops of like green dye, would you stand out then?
Probably.
Or would the dye come
Probably.
out of you?
I could choose it either way.
I don't like the idea of you going alone though, Varth, but I don't know anybody that would
Salad
be
said she would go with him.
as stealthy underwater as you.
I'm extremely stealthy. That's my it's
I could
my,
polymorph
it's
somebody.
my job to be stealthy.
Dagger.
Yo.
We send Varth with the Q1T. It would be a fun adventure for them both.
I'm ignoring that.
Barth's eyes
Well,
narrow as he
I-
looks over at the Baron saying that.
I don't trust him like whatsoever.
I could polymorph someone as well. I mean,
Can you polymorph him into something that doesn't talk?
probably.
Well, the water one does that as well, as long as you don't speak Aquan.
No.
You know, when
Unfortunately, I do.
I'm talking about the
I know
Baron.
you speak Aquan.
Mr. Fancy Hair over there.
don't be jealous.
I'm not. Mine is better than his.
I spent 10,000 years mastering hair.
Oh, impressive.
Actually, it's over 10,000. It's hard to tell when you keep traveling planes and they have different time.
Makes sense.
Wibbly
It's
wobbly,
like when
timey
you have
wimey.
time travelers. Time travelers like, I'm this old. It's like, but doctor, you travel through time. How the hell do you keep track?
He doesn't.
He's making shit up. And he is.
He is.
He is. That's like a thing.
But who is the doctor? Okay, so
Negative inspiration for you.
inspiration, got it.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
Inspiration point. Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Yep.
Well,
So what's happening?
Let's go fight a Kraken.
yeah.
We're not entirely sure if it is a Kraken or not. There are many different
Well,
aquatic terrors that all Hydra could command.
So they're
Okay,
Fine.
like aquatic terrorists are all fun to fight. To
yeah.
be fair.
It depends on your idea of fun, but I suppose that could be something that
Fun
one
fact.
could enjoy.
Fun fact for our guests: this is like the first time ever they've actually tried to think of a plan and didn't charge in.
Oh,
what, us?
Yeah.
my goodness.
No, it's not. We come up with plans. They fall apart immediately
The-
after.
The
You-
Baron comes up with plans. You ignore the Baron.
Okay, that's not true.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
it's
actually,
quite
that
true.
is pretty much true. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But
the
you're
Baron
still
comes up with a
alive, so
plan, and the
that's a
rest of
good
us
thing
ignore
that
him and then
you
run
keep it
right in.
going.
Well, his plans are more like you guys go to Sigil, and he's like, "Hey, why don't I ask the lady what we should do?" And everyone's like, "No."
And note, when my plans actually go through, they have worked 100% of the time.
True.
That's a true statement. If you've seen our show
I
enough to
have
know.
Somehow, my odds have been in my favor. So
Dagger's
I'm
flaw.
waiting for when they fail.
Dagger's flaw.
If we
Pride.
could go see what this thing is, we could see whether or not it's possible to even lure it to the shadows, depending on its size.
I was also thinking a killer. I could polymorph somebody into a killer whale. They have they're pretty strong and they have really good hearing. We'd be able
What?
to hear the thing from far away.
That is an option as well.
Baron immediately
Hmm.
troll faces.
Anybody want to volunteer to go with Varth and Salida to go kraken hunting?
I could do that.
Yes. Then Pledophile.
I'm very good underwater.
You're Triton, right?
Well, Kuatoa / chosen / whatever.
You
I mean, it's
don't look like a
complicated.
Kua Tower. They look more fishy.
Yeah. Well, like I got fishy parts.
Meanwhile,
And I got crabby parts.
Just Plito.
meanwhile,
And I got a crab in my hair.
Locatha is just
Ooh,
like,
can I have that?
No, this is Jerry.
is it a
Looks
bioluminescent
like my
one?
hair.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. You all immediately recognize it as the same species of crab from the tomb.
Except me. I was never in the tomb. No, I was in the first show period.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we
Lenny,
killed
who I
Resnessy.
told. Are you wearing the diaper?
No, but she used to be.
She used to be a he too, but we don't get into that.
That's yes.
Though honestly, the first Ikuatao, comparatively to newer ones, isn't as bad as some of the changes that have occurred, like the crabmen.
Or the kobolds. They went from like angry chihuahuas to lizards.
Yeah. But their language never changed, thanks to the
That's
Baldur's
true.
Gate series. The Baldur's Gate series had them all sound like barking dogs, so it says their version of Draconic sounds like tiny yipping dogs.
I'm sorry. It's just
Oh God.
I'm just flipping through and I just see that.
Just imp butt.
Teeny butt.
I have so
You're so mature.
So you're on this boat.
Okay,
Okay.
so
It's raining a little bit.
I kind of want to go with you guys, but I also kind of want to save my spell slots. What do you think?
if
Let's
Our
save our
friends
spells
are
as much as
recording.
possible.
they should just be able to
Okay.
swim and
Tell-
breathe underwater, correct?
Listen. Yeah, I don't see why you would need to polymorph unless you want to like.
I
go
look over
head
at
to head with a
Salita.
monster.
Do you breathe water?
I can.
Oh.
Well, if that's the case, then yes. That would be good.
Okay. Let's go find ourselves a sea monster then.
So close.
See if we can lure them back to the island without luring it to the ship.
That would be preferable, yeah.
The crew will just get killed by it and eaten.
Remember, crew, you're not dying for a lost cause. You're dying for me.
You're
God damn
dying
it,
to
Baron.
save the fucking world from a Hydra.
Wait, we're gonna die?
And ideally not dying at all. Nobody's gonna die.
Every
man.
day you breathe, you come closer to death, poor mortals.
Baron, shut the fuck up, please.
Really lanky looking.
Good luck, guys.
Really lanky looking guy, and he's got on a green baggy sailor shirt, and he's like, zoinks! And he hides in the rowboat.
But everyone, if you drink of my blood in this ritual, you can live forever.
That was very loud. whatever
Wow,
that was.
Blake, that was like right on the microphone.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't. It's over here on the floor, but this microphone on my laptop picks up like bat wings moving 100 miles away.
Yeah, I was about to say, it sounded like you took the bag, like here's my microphone, it's right here. It's just, like. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, no. Here's my microphone right here, and the bag was down on the floor.
That's your finger. That's not a microphone.
My dad's not a phone,
Also,
duh.
no, Baron.
That's
We don't have
silly.
time for you to turn people into your weird Ixalian vampire shit. I'm pretty sure that takes a fair amount of time. Also, no! Good luck, Varth.
I look over at I look over at your sister and Chung, and I go, make sure the crew doesn't get killed.
We'll do our best.
Tess was accidentally passively stealthing, and you see she kind of like half merged into the shadows.
He's like, wait, where the fuck is Tess? And she just like jumps down from the rigging.
She appears right next to me. Ah!
She may or
Do
may
that all
not.
the time.
She may or may not have scored over 40 on a stealth check before, and I said she literally
Yeah.
slipped into
Well-
a shadow.
Wow. Now I have scored real well on her stealth check.
Yeah, look at that.
Here from the screen.
Dang.
So I don't think she got quite that. Actually, no, she did get that high because Pass Without a Trace.
Right.
It was still insane. They were in the plane of shadows, so I had her literally slip into the shadows. She slipped into it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Mm.
I'm gonna say
Oh.
that probably
Window shuffle.
Dag and Tess are what?
I have dropped out and dropped back in.
Oh, excuse me.
And I said, window shuffle.
Whee!
Dag and Tess are gonna climb the rigging to try and get a better view on anything that might be coming closer.
Sorry.
You're
And I'm
okay.
very
That's
sad I don't have that spyglass.
Gesundheit.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So, perception checks as you go out into the water and you guys are looking for things. Actually, I assume you're trying to be stealthy, being all sneak in the water.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh shit, Varth, you forgot to cast Pass Without a Trace from your staff.
Oh,
What are we rolling?
before I forget. Dagger! Foresight!
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, now you see that coming.
Everything.
Yeah, I can pass without a trace. Boop.
Okay. Varth pulls out a staff, staff spear.
That also looks like a spear.
Pleadle.
Looks like someone wrapped a staff around a spear.
It looks like the spear that Winra has. The one that was from Bayer.
Oh, okay.
It's the same kind of wild and craft.
Oh. Intriguing. Alright.
Okay, so everyone has a +10. It's a stealth check. Everyone has a +10 on your stealth check as you dive into the water.
Well,
Okay.
a 9 to a 19.
Also,
Yep.
Varth.
I rolled a 9 as well and got a 19 now.
Also, Varth.
I got a 42.
Good God.
Nice.
Just phases through the water molecules.
Varth, are you in water elemental form for this?
Yep.
I said I was gonna be stealthy.
Okay,
Yep.
Varth, you have advantage because you're invisible underwater.
Oh, that's right. In that case, I got a 30.
All right. Anyone else joining? Like a Tess, who's got to upshow that 42 somehow?
She cannot keep up with them.
All right.
And
She'll hide on the boat then.
yeah. She's up in the rigging with me watching because she can also jump down from high in the rigging with no hesitation because
With the 42, you're somehow hiding in Pleadle's long red hair.
There are a lot of things in there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be in there.
She's starting to nom on the crab, and you're like, no. So, you all venture forth to the deep sea that you cannot track.
Traveling towards unlike what I normally do in Subnautica, we're traveling towards the giant, loud, scary noise.
Yeah, of course.
What's that?
Okay.
Sounds like a Reaper Leviathan. I'm gonna go right at it.
So you head that direction, and now it's perception check or survival check. Your choice.
Oh, okay.
Survival, because I can actually make
okay.
that one.
It's the same for me.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't that good.
16.
I also got a 16.
20.
And a dirty 20.
Look at you.
Yep.
Okay. The aquatic blink dog just swimming by you. You hear that noise again.
sorry, I don't know what his problem is.
Varth, you hear that
Okay,
roar,
what direction?
and it's like your 3 o'clock. When you headed out towards the ocean, it was right to your right.
All right. And I kind of motion okay, they can't see me.
You can speak Aquan. Who all can speak
I
Aquan.
swim really close to. Pleadle said that she speaks Aquan, right? Okay. I swim really, really close to Pleadle and kind of whisper in Aquan that way. And I kind of turn her head that way.
All right, my friend.
Just because you can't see.
There's a very vague kind of humanoid shape of water. You can just barely make it out, and that's when he was right in front of you and moving you.
Oh, jeez.
You're looking at water while it's
Kind of
underwater.
horrifying.
I'm very much like the Predator underwater.
Yeah.
You saw something shift and move, and you don't realize till you're this close, and you're like, whoa!
And
yeah,
Don't get that bad boy.
yep.
You all swim. What's all your swim speeds? Now I think about it.
40, I do believe. Let me check for sure.
Well,
You're a water elemental.
you know what?
Yeah.
I might pull him up
90.
giant shark.
Sorry, 90.
Oh my god. Well,
You are literally water. You are fast as fuck.
Varth is going to
Yep.
be your falcon scout who just circles around you, keeping a perimeter. I would like to think.
all right. Yeah, mine's 30 naturally.
And then
Same as my walking speed.
Salida's is probably
Mine's
30.
60.
60, okay.
What?
Wow, the Triton's
Why
the
is it by
slowest?
faster than Triton? Wait a minute, I gotta look this up. Make sure I'm getting.
Am I reading this right?
Oh my
Swim's
gosh.
truncated because 5th edition. Dang it.
If you're
God damn it!
I have a cloak of manta ray.
Ah, that's it. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because like if Tess went with you, she would have been going at most 45 feet around. If she spent action, bonus action, and move all to swim.
I can go 60 if I do that. If I have 30.
okay, so
Let's see.
you guys search
Don't worry,
around in the dark.
I'll hold Cleo's hand so she can swim faster.
Okay, you're up to 45 now. We'll say it evens out.
Ah, the internet!
Oh my god.
Speaker overload.
My ears.
This is
Um,
good.
So, you continue searching for 2 hours. When we cut back to the ship, what are you guys doing
Oh shit.
while they're out?
After about 15 minutes or 20 minutes, Dag's probably going to get nervous and ask Azra to cast Sending to Varth and make sure they aren't dead.
Okay, she does. Asks that same question to you, Laura. Are you dead?
No.
Okay.
Great. That was great. That was the best use of that spell ever.
Haven't found it yet.
I will have the crew take the ship to shallower waters and basically get prepared for an attack because
Yeah.
something's coming.
Yeah, Dagger and Tess are up in the
Okay.
Just so
Sure.
everyone has a refresh of what the Reaper
Sure.
Leviathan sounds like, I put a link to the sound in the Zoom chat.
Tess and Dagger up in the rigging, basically just watching until something happens.
The
That's
waves
compared
and
to-
stuff are really quite treacherous. You were barely able to anchor up at the docks here, and now that you're trying to leave, they are struggling to make sure the boat doesn't crash into shore.
Oh, well, if we're already docked, then we might as well just stay docked, because we wanted to stay in the shallow water. We don't want to go out deep, because we know that if we go out deep, that monster is going to try and fucking eat the boat.
Okay,
Yeah.
then you don't move it. Got it.
Our plan is to hopefully lure it into the shallows,
You-
where it will be less maneuverable.
Do any of you have proficiency in water vehicles?
I do. If it looks like they're having
Cleo
trouble,
does.
both Dag and the Baron do.
Okay,
So
Dag.
if it looks like they're having trouble, then we'll jump down and.
Do you move the ship, or are you guys keeping it parked?
I think we'll keep it parked for now until we hear from Varth.
Okay. So then you guys are
I'm
just on the
really
boat.
frustrated we didn't think to send one of the sending stones with Varth now, but
And then that's
I didn't even think about it because I forgot that we have those.
yeah.
we go back out to the
In
ocean.
character, I probably would have remembered. Out of character, it's like, "Meh."
It is dark. There is no light, for it is nighttime. When you all hear a very loud draconic rumble.
Oh.
It almost sounds like it's on you.
Oh.
What do you
survival
do?
check.
Can I say hello? In my talking to underwater animals thing?
You
Love it.
gotta love the internet. You feel the currents
Oh.
around you guys shift as something so big is moving that it's actually affecting the water around you. And you just feel like
Oh my.
something was going up over above you, and it's like turning back around. And how many of you know Draconic?
I think the only person who knows that amongst the original crew is Dagger, and maybe
Salida knows?
Hello.
Azra?
Azra, yeah, Azra does.
I don't know if she does or not.
Salida.
all magic stuff is written in Draconic. Pretty
You hear in a Smaug like voice, because I can't do a Benedict Cumberbatch. He just says,
What are you trying to say?
"Oh, what do we have here?" In Draconic. When suddenly, just barely getting into visibility, is a long, almost eel-like serpentine Draconic head coming through the black void of the wall.
Well, it's not a kraken.
New toys.
No, it didn't look that way.
New toys for me to play with, he says, as his head moves from view like this, and it like moves out of view and starts swimming this way. As he swims that way, you just catch brief moments of his body. Seems to be very long and serpentine like an eel's. You do not see any wings. This is not a dragon that any of you have seen before.
Dragon. It's a sea dragon.
Sea dragon.
Oh boy. Okay. Varth says in aquatic.
And what brings
so
you
kind of quietly
into my domain?
need to go ashore now.
You won't be safe there, he says back in Aquan.
You might not be safe out here, my friend. You're causing trouble.
Trouble?
Is it all Hydra you serve? Or does she serve you? I say, playing on his ego.
I like this one. If only I was as powerful
Even though he
as
with
the
his
wave.
draconic eyes.
If only I was as powerful as the dark tide. As much as it's hard to admit.
Could be given enough time.
As much as it's
being
hard
of
to
your strength.
admit, he says as his mouth comes into view. And we have to roll initiative as he's biting at Varth.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Hello.
Meanwhile, back in the boat. Lovely tea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dagger sees her like super important notes. Check these every 5 minutes. Do not split the party. Wait, we messed up.
Yep.
Ow.
This is fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Everything's fine.
Can somebody teleport us back to store? Because that would be great. Somebody have teleport prepared?
Leo, do you have a polymorph? Can you polymorph into that thing?
Yeah, polymorph the dragon. Polymorph the dragon.
No, polymorph yourself and then have a kaiju fight.
Well,
What are we even doing if we're not doing that?
That's a much higher level spell.
yeah.
What's our
I don't got that shit.
We'll start with Blake. What was your initiative?
13.
Okay.
Varth is not champion of initiative.
Daggers is nothing. Barons is nothing. Azra's also nothing.
Yep, this is fine.
Chung
this is
and
great.
Tess are also nothing. Fleetle,
Yep.
what'd you get?
A 7.
Nice. It's a lucky number. It's a lucky number. You got that.
It's true.
Salida.
Yeah. I think so.
Sure.
Brought 7 parts. You know?
I got a 12.
Ooh, okay.
How
Everyone,
did you get a 12?
everyone
I
got
don't know. I have like a real shit initiative, and it's so weird
everyone got
because
real
I have like a high deck, so I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
everyone did get a real low initiative on this. Varth is first at a 13, but the dragon does
God.
have a surprise
Alright.
round, so to speak. As
That's
it was
fair.
biting
Yeah.
at you. You're not sure how, but it seemed to definitely know exactly where you were.
I know exactly how. It's a dragon.
Does a 32 hit?
Let me check my AC. He beat it by 12.
No. Well,
So I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I choose to take the damage later.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Okay, so you take 19 piercing damage
Oh,
as the
it's not
bite
that bad.
chomps onto you.
All right. Let's see.
And then we actually go to the first round, as it is Varth's turn.
Okay.
I'm just imagining what this is like when he gets his next sending from Azra. Just like, so, how's it going? You all right? Oh God! Saint Dragon, run away!
So you guys know that
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
in the Zebediah Discord,
I'm just.
you know that one picture of that like ridiculously giant eel underwater? That's the size of this.
Yeah.
Yup. Great. Thanks. I hate it.
Its head is as big as that dragon turtles that you talked to. But instead of being wide, it's long.
Oh. Thanks. I hate it.
Because I made you fight a kaiju like 2 weeks ago.
No, you guys literally swing
Oh,
into
is
this
this
one.
the
Yeah.
STPD one that you sent?
The SPC.
The look might be based on it, yeah.
Oh, great. It's SPC 9000. 9000? 3000.
No, it's not that one. If it was that one, you guys would be like, your minds would be fried by now.
Well, yeah.
That one was like the psionic, like saps up your memories like the river Styx.
It feeds off your memory. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm having none of that. I'm not statting that.
Yeah. Probably not a good idea.
If I do, it's a CR30
Sounds
creature.
like one of those. Right.
You ever fought Stygian Lindworms? It's a fun fight.
Yeah, sure it is.
Have you found an elder brain in its own ecosystem?
No, I haven't actually.
Same thing.
I've run a Mind Flayer. I've never fought a Mind Flayer.
Mind Flayer is probably a problem. Elder Brain, just wear a tinfoil hat. You're fine. They can't even hurt you.
You just didn't know how to use the thing.
Oh,
It's not a matter of knowing how to use it. It's a matter of it.
Anyway.
The elder brain feed.
Anyway, what does Varth do?
Well, we didn't get a chance to actually long rest, so
Nope.
Nope.
You decided, hey, let's go fight a
I know.
dragon.
I'm fine.
all of my spells.
You guys said something. We were ready to go.
Yeah.
They didn't just get done fighting a horde of undead in a village or anything.
For all we knew, if we didn't fight it now, it was gonna come fight
Then
us
you
while we were
know of,
sleeping.
Scotty. That you know of.
What I miss?
Nothing. No big deal.
Everything.
Well, I rolled
Don't
initiative.
worry about it.
The
We're
Baron's
not
fine.
there.
The Baron's fine. You're drinking.
I don't know how far away they are.
You're drinking tea. Maybe
Okay.
adding in
So I recall.
some Soon perfume that you got back at the port.
Okay.
Would it be called Pursoon?
Maybe.
You will
How
smell.
far are we from shore?
Yes.
Or from the boat.
You're out in the middle of the ocean somewhere. You're probably about 100 feet underwater.
Is there like a distance from shore
That's
that
the thing.
we
How
have?
far would Varth have gone?
Since you guys got so high on your checks, you're about 300 feet from shore.
Okay. Not bad. I can actually get there in one round.
Oh my god.
How?
Almost get there in one round.
Water
It'll be
elemental.
20
Okay.
feet shore.
Yeah, it'd be
Um,
two.
All right. In that case, I you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to take the opportunity attack. I don't even care. I say, catch me if you can, slowpoke. And I grab Pleadle and your name got deleted. Salita. I grab Salita and Pleadle and I go, come with me. And I move it full run.
So,
Which is let's see, times 3 of 90.
So-
You do the math.
Salita,
Three?
Salita, more like
right?
Delita.
Bam!
You use your movement to go 90, and then you use your action to go 90 more.
Can I full run?
No, you don't
I
have
don't
the
think
feet.
that's
Run.
a thing.
You don't have the feet.
No. Got it. Okay.
But it's still,
I know.
you're still 180 feet away from it now. Which is pretty fucking impressive. Unless you're going slower because you're carrying Pleadle and Salita. They're underwater though, so they weigh less.
Yeah. So there's that. No, I did not take run. No, okay. Yeah, that's what I do. Move. Scoop, move,
Okay.
move.
That's your turn. You all just feel a sudden current, and you just forced
Boom.
180 feet away. Like, just, that was like a blink. So, Salita, it's your turn. You do not see the dragon anymore. You just suddenly got jumped at 180 feet somewhere.
Literally when it was my turn and the internet pooped out. That's great. Good. Great. Okay.
You back?
Are you back? I think you're back.
Yes.
Okay.
No enemy in sight.
Scooped up by the water elemental and are now 180 feet away from the sea dragon and cannot see it.
I was gonna fight that thing. Come on, bitch.
I'll say, as you guys were,
On our terms is what you hear from me as you say that.
as you were jolted away, Varth, you nearly avoided its tail as you went by, and you're thinking it's at least 100 feet long in length.
Okay.
Salita casts Sigh. Okay, that's a free action.
How far away is it?
180 feet, and it's not visible right now.
Oh,
Yeah, Varth just canceled everything.
thanks, Barf.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything on your turn. I mean,
Hmm.
You can hold your action. Be like, I'm gonna shoot it if I see it.
Or you can
Yeah.
Take a
Defend
dodge
it.
action.
Yeah,
dodge. No.
Yeah. I just have a lot of spells, so I'm sorry.
Since all of you can breathe underwater, you do not need to worry about verbal components underwater.
Yeah.
We've had that problem a few
I'm gonna
times.
summon. I can breathe underwater. It's fine. I'm gonna summon a spiritual weapon, and when it comes near me, I'm gonna smack it.
What is your spiritual weapon? Is it a snake?
It is.
Is it a lollipop?
I was gonna say.
It. It is a like a stone snake. Like it looks sort of like a mecha snake.
Nice.
Mecha snake. Okay.
Mm.
So
I
you
love it.
just pull out a belt
it just
buckle,
kinda-
and the belt buckle's gold, and it's got like a snake on it, and you're just like, mighty python, and just, okay, got it.
Like your relax.
You got it. There's a lot of snakes that you can pull out of her pocket.
Funnily enough,
There's,
though,
like, snakes everywhere.
What I have up my sleeve? Snakes. What I have up my sleeve? More snakes.
More snakes.
funnily enough,
Everything-
the spiritual
Even more
weapon
snakes.
is a bonus action, so you might be able to dodge as well.
It's true.
And you can move. You would be able to make it to shore if you dashed. I think about it. You would just make it to shore.
Okay. Now I'm gonna say, if it comes near me, I'll just whop it on the head with my sword.
Okay, so you ready an attack action. Got it. So,
Yes.
its turn.
My snake is ready too.
Legal's turn.
It's okay. Oh, my turn?
Mm-hmm. You guys don't see
Okay.
anything, so I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. I'm gonna cast haste on Varth. Why not? Yeah.
Oh my god.
The flash is quaking in
A
his
normal
boots.
movement of 180 feet.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you know
You guys should get Whiplash.
you know the SpongeBob movie with Hasselhoff? That is Varth right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what you've just created. You've created the
Selena-
hassle.
Selena and Pleedle are
Just
SpongeBob.
like, oh my god, that Kraken's so fast. Wait a fucking minute, that's Varth.
Who are you?
Just see a goddamn missile heading directly for the ship. That's probably what you look like. You look like the wake of a missile, just without the missile.
Yeah, just across the water just parting on either side.
So your movement
That's awesome.
speed's 90, correct?
Yeah.
And then haste doubles it.
180 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure does.
Wow, this is like 3rd edition Kraken with Jet.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But that's does Pleedle do anything else on her turn?
Nope.
Hey, you just hold on tight
Yep.
It's about to be one hell of a ride.
and you pray to the lobster
Dag and
goddess.
Oh, see, Mother, protect us in our hour of need.
Please keep my eyes in my head and the skin on my bones.
Don't let him rip off my arms with his speed.
Hey, we,
Hopefully, when we break the sound barrier, it kills the drake.
Oh, we were waiting for Varth to come back and maybe not die. Dag did ask the Baron what his thoughts were on the ship, and I think we've decided that we probably want to lift the anchor because it's better to.
Okay.
Keeping anchored would be better for the storm, but considering we're about to fight a monster, maneuverability is more important. So we're going to lift the anchor and so that we have the option of moving if we need.
Where's the dragon?
I don't know. We don't see
You're
it
about to see it shortly.
what?
But Dagger's in the fucking the rigging, looking and watching to see if I see anything moving under the water.
I'll just go with your passive perception, but it is nighttime, and it is raining.
Yeah, so I think the general thing is like, what is it, a -5 if you have disadvantage to your passive perception?
Mm-hmm.
So that would make it a
25.
no, it would make it a 20.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be ridiculous.
Or just make me roll a perception check.
Varth, it's your
Mhm.
turn. What do? You feel like you're made of pure caffeine.
Well,
your
seeing as I feel like I
reductions
just
are
drank a
high.
Red Bull underwater,
You
or
are-
at least the aquatic equivalent.
No, you're a
I
Red
used
Bull.
my action to mute.
You're an energy drink a mental.
Red Bullet. Yes, energy drink a mental.
Another one
Yeah,
for Chris.
Yep. I'm gonna go full sonic boom and get back to shore. But right before I do, I say, "Oh, where's the mighty sea drake at? Is he too slow? What's the matter? Can't you catch me?"
This is fine. Definitely tease the crazy
It's
monster.
Okay,
when you
This is
played on
actually
his
what we
ego
wanted.
and then he
Yeah,
attacks you
no.
anyway. Yeah.
That's what we wanted.
75% of your movement. You haven't dashed or used the action yet. You're at shore. Because your
Oh,
movement
God.
speed standard
I,
is 180 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I put the two of you on shore, and then I look over at the boat and I shout out loud, "Sea dragon!"
Oh yeah,
See
don't,
what dragon? I don't see nothing.
you get on shore,
Shut up, Baron.
and as you shoot towards shore, you notice that the water has actually elevated so high that it looks like it was the land of the island before. And as you come in on the island, you're like in a very flooded rice field,
That's good.
a mile or
Great,
two
Super.
away from the village.
All right.
Excellent. Good.
Okay. And I use the rest of my movement speed to move back under the water a little bit, and I go in aquatic
The another thing to keep in mind.
loudly.
That's
Roll initiative.
That's a brilliant idea. I appreciate your hard work.
You've given the druid speed.
Another thing to keep in mind.
I lack in 99% of our combats because my movement speed is 20 feet.
Your movement speed is not 20 feet.
Yeah,
He's
it's
rooted
20
to the
feet.
ground
Water cannot
because
see.
he's rooted to the ground because of the water staff. Or
No,
the tree
the staff makes me slow.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, the staff makes you slow. Okay.
Yeah,
So here's just to make this even more crazy for you, right? Okay, so your standard movement right now is 180. You use that movement, a part of your movement, to get everybody to shore. You have 2 actions on this turn. You can dash twice.
That's about right. Yeah.
No, you have a one action, and then you can use your other action to attack or dash, I think.
Yeah, so you can dash twice. To
So
travel,
you can run laps around this motherfucker.
to travel an
Yeah, I pretty
additional.
much can.
I'm just gonna say an additional 400 feet of movement left if all you do this turn is move.
Mhm.
Oh, and your AC is too higher.
It is. Yep.
Yay, 22.
If anything can see you, you're already
Right.
invisible.
Yeah.
Because I move. Right, because I'm completely invisible underwater, which doesn't matter because we're fighting a dragon.
You're already invisible, and you're moving
Wait.
at the speed of a bullet train underwater.
Right. I don't see him yet, do I? Or it?
Give me a perception check as
Yeah,
you're
then-
moving.
Ah, fudge. My passive is 16. But I rolled a 13.
You don't see anything until you stop moving.
Okay. Well, when I stop moving, what do I see? Do I see him?
You see water. You don't see him at all.
Okay.
Or her.
All right.
You don't know
Well-
its gender.
It, they, again, I have no idea. I really have no idea. It's a dragon and it's a serpent thing underwater. That's even more confusing for me. I'm not familiar with dragon anatomy. That's not an animal. It's a dragon.
The speed
It's
for
a
you.
drag animal.
The
I don't
speed
know
for
what-
you is almost disorienting.
Species.
And since your nature check's so high, you immediately think of those those little bugs that can skip onto the water. They have to stop.
Right.
They can move so fast, but they have to stop very often just so they know where the hell they are at. So you're probably doing
yeah,
that.
So the other action I take if I don't see it is to move all the way back to shore again and stand next to everyone else.
Okay, you move 200 feet out. You don't see him. Move 200 feet back. All within 6 seconds. All of this
And I
happened in
go-
6 seconds, mind you.
As you see me disappear to the water and disappear back incredibly fast, I go, sorry, I didn't see him under there. I looked over. If I was going like this,
I'm just remembering how Terry acts when he gets turbo and like does laps a roll around the room
Yeah.
and then like jumps on the couch and is like, and then does it again.
that Varth just pretty much did that. He splashed out of the water at incredible speed next to both of you and was just like, I looked over, I didn't see him. 200 feet out, 200 back. I didn't see anything. And he's just going like this.
If you would
This
have
is
had,
really cool.
if you would have had mattresses, you would have
You
rolled
did
them.
okay.
Huh?
Doing okay.
Didn't see anything. We're good.
Yeah, okay.
So far.
Fine. I'm doing fine. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great, actually.
Yeah,
Are you?
that's pretty much what's
I
happening.
don't know.
He's speaking faster than his brain is working.
I'm hearing 200, 300, 400, 450, 450.
Yeah. That's Varth's talking right now.
Excellent.
Oh boy.
All right.
Leo, I think you broke him.
I
Salida,
might have.
do you do anything? You're on shore now. You're not sure how, but you're on shore now. It's torrential downpour. The waves are crashing everywhere.
Great. Do I see anything?
A night storm. So no. Well, you
Didn't you
see,
say it looked like the water had receded outward incredibly far?
yeah, you're. Oh
No,
yeah,
the water
you're.
came
You're in a
further up
very
the
flooded.
island.
Yeah, you're in a very flooded rice
Came
paddy
up the
field
island.
with Pleadle. Pleadle's right next to you. Her hair is somehow like really straight back.
That was to say.
I like the new look.
You didn't know her hair could
um,
get straightened, but apparently it's straightened now.
Apparently, moving at the speed of sound underwater is enough to do it.
I like to imagine Pleadle's looking at the camera straight on. It doesn't look any different, and she's like sort of turned.
It's just like straight.
I'll just kind of hold Pleadle's hand. And that's it.
Pleadle.
I think. Gosh.
There's like nothing I can do.
I'm gonna hold a spell for when I can see this thing. I'm gonna get ready to cast Wall of Light if it shows its face.
Okay. And on that note, I think we'll take a little break.
Oh!
Oh, come on! Can we at least roll initiative when we come back?
When you come back, it's just normally we take a break around
Okay.
9:00.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Hello, welcome back.
Hey, everybody. I'm not bawling. I just choked to death. It's fine.
You are a baller, though.
Oh, Hydra would
I
be
am,
proud.
yes. Also, we have estimated that Varth is going roughly 20 miles an hour at his normal speed.
So if I run, I move as fast as the mighty swordfish, 60 miles per hour underwater.
So,
Beautiful.
what do you do, all of you that are on shore?
Prepared to cast Wall of Light.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit it.
Okay.
I'm gonna punch it.
All right.
I'm gonna fucking punch it with my sword.
If it comes to shore, got it.
And my mecha snake is ready too. Just like
Varth, what do you do?
I am, I'm not only contemplating several theories at the exact same time because I'm dosed up on the strongest level of caffeine I've ever felt in my life, but I'm,
You know you have
I have
exactly
my little fire buddy.
you know you have exactly 54,000 nanoseconds until this wears off.
Okay. I estimate that that's entirely not enough time. How
Hey.
fun that this sounds.
AKA 1 minute. A little under 1 minute.
I prepare Sacred Flame, and my little fire buddy is out. So I prepare Sacred Flame, and I'm going to blast him with Sacred Flame, and move back.
Okay, it feels like the world moved forward, and there's a flame over where you were.
That's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen. I'll move so fast the fire will be like hitting him as I'm leaving.
No sign of the dragon.
Okay, well, does the water look like it's shifting or moving in any way towards us?
It's thrashing around a whole bunch, but that's just because the water and stuff is rough right now.
So water.
Well, if it comes back around to my turn again, let me know.
It does not. The time it takes for haste to wear off, you suddenly feel fatigued for just a moment. But then
Oh, so it
haste
just
wears
doesn't
off.
come in.
And
Oh, I'm not waiting for it to wear off. No.
Okay, what are you doing?
I am dosed up on so much caffeine, it's ridiculous. I'm going to then, like just during the brief time I get back to shore, it comes back around to my turn again in combat. I'm like, well, no one has done anything. I'm going to do something, and I dash back under the water really quickly.
Okay, 6,000 nanoseconds go by with nothing happening.
Did we
It
get
feels
to
like a
act at all?
crawl.
Like, he
No.
came back to the boat, didn't he?
No, they're like 2 miles away by land.
Oh, I thought you guys brought him back to the boat. Never mind.
boat is fine.
Okay, so what do you?
Just
We're not in initiative anymore. So what do you? You head back to shore.
Basically, I'm going to try and scout out where it's at.
Okay, with your movement speed, you do catch up with it, and it seems to be heading back towards where the temple was at. And you get within 120 feet, and it turns around and laughs.
Bitch too afraid to fight.
And it laughs and just keeps turning and goes back towards the lair.
Okay.
Too afraid to fight.
Okay. I got within 120 feet of it, you said, though, right?
Yeah, it seemed to know you were there immediately.
Whatever.
Okay. Well, if I get a brief moment within 120 feet of him, I'm going to water jet him right in the butt.
Okay. Roll away.
Or in the snoot. If he turns his snoot around, I'm hit him in the snoot. He gets a saving throw.
You gotta
hit.
You gotta hit first.
Strength or something.
Yeah, you need to roll a spell attack roll.
All right.
It should be really high.
18.
18.
I must have rolled
You
garbage.
shoot the water jet, and you can just see
I
the
rolled
blur
really
of
low.
emotion as it goes flying towards the dragon. And there's an anticlimactic it hitting its scaly hide, and nothing happens.
Wait, I'm sorry.
In Draconic, it
That was
says,
wrong.
that tickled.
Ow.
That was actually a dirty 20.
That tickled.
Okay.
Alright.
Great.
And updated my spell attack in apparently quite a while. So that was my bad.
Tickled that. It does, yes.
Terrible you are.
We need a tickle me, Yoda.
Okay, well, that was my turn.
Tickle me, you have. Anyway, so.
Oh, lawsuit I will bring against you.
Exactly. So, you head back to shore. Haste wears off. Crashing tide.
As I get back to
Hitting
the shore,
shore.
I'm kind of like, it's going back to the lair,
Yeah.
the temple in the back.
What a bitch. Alright, well.
Surprisingly enough, as fast as I moved, it actually moved faster than I did.
Alright.
That's pretty impressive. So I was
Let's calm down there.
moving really fast.
I want to fight it.
And we're going to. It's in the lair now, or at least it's heading back to it.
Let's rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we go back with the original plan.
Alright.
We
How long
probably
has
should
it been
rest.
now?
We probably should rest, though.
For you guys,
Yeah,
it's
we-
been...
Yeah, you look a little tired.
For you guys, it's
Okay.
been 2 hours and 30 seconds.
Yeah, I probably definitely. Azra probably would have definitely messaged you guys again, because we have no other way of knowing if you're dead or not. You cannot contact us, and you cannot reach us in any time, any quick time frame, and we don't even know where you are to go looking for you.
You should really get some more better communication. This is
I've been trying, but that spell's really fucking expensive.
what, getting stones of
I really want the
speech?
huh?
Getting stones of sending stones?
We have them. Just Varth didn't think to take one with him.
Yeah.
No, I want that telepathy spell. The something Rary's telepathic bond.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Okay, what message do you have Azra send to Varth?
Are you dead? We're still unsure. Don't see anybody.
The Sea Drake has returned to the lair. We're going to have to go back to the temple. Coming back to shore now.
Can you tell him how far away you are from the village? Because you know you're about 2 miles away
Yep.
inland.
Good
Yep.
God.
I grab Pleadle and the Salida and I swim back because I'm the fastest one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We zoom in. Look down.
I don't see no dragon.
It's a dragon, see?
I
Anyway.
can't believe I am this.
You can't use the same joke twice, guys.
Oh, but we
Three
did.
times. You do it 3 times.
Rule of
First
3.
time's funny. Second time sets it back up for a third time, which is the final funny. Rule 3. Rule 3.
Yeah, but it wasn't funny the first time, so.
But you see if you
It
let
was
it.
hilarious.
But you see if you let it drag on. It works.
The joke is dragging on.
Oh hey, someone's. Someone's
Do you hear a
Paul-
whale?
quality content here on the Silverhood channel. It's got a
Uh-huh.
good Silverhood. Me word's good.
Salida, for the last
you
time,
guys head
can't
back.
speak whale.
Also, it just occurred to me we have a second sending stone that I have a matched pair that are just in my pocket because I had given one to Lathine way back in fucking Mesro.
Who?
She was one of the like elven people that Rain Rain stayed with while we were in the maze. I think.
I
Yeah.
have no memory of this person.
Yeah. She was an
I mean-
NPC that was there for like 5 minutes.
I mean, neither does the adventure, so it's fine.
Oh, cool.
She was one of the NPCs that was crystallized and then exploded into death.
Yep.
So,
Put it into death.
15 minutes later, No, not even
Aw.
15 minutes.
So-
You're traveling at 20 miles an hour. Yay, math.
Oh my god.
Well, he's
10
not.
minutes.
He's not. No, he is. He is.
We're just gonna
If
say
he's
10
dashing.
minutes. We're just gonna say 10 minutes later. You guys get back to the boat.
All right. Hey, what's
Excellent.
up?
There's a dragon.
A sea dragon, a very big sea dragon.
Okay, cool. Do
You
I
got
know
like
what
a
sea
sexy
dragon is?
voice thing going on, you know?
It's all right, I guess.
He went back
Have I
to
ever heard of sea dragons?
Nope.
Cool. All right. Cool.
They're
Okay.
dragons, but like in the sea.
It's not
No,
flying or anything.
really.
It's more of an
Like chicken
eel-like
episode.
dragon.
Okay, so unclear if it had a breath weapon.
Sea dragons, they typically have one.
Well, we don't know for sure. But
Superheated steam.
you said it
superheated
tried
water,
to bite you, right,
salt.
Varth?
It did bite me. I say pointing to
It
part of
probably
me that's
doesn't have a
missing.
fear aura.
It points to his butt that has like a giant like teeth mark on it.
There's very clearly bite marks in the water elemental that I am right now.
If you weren't in water elemental form, the teeth would have been able to go clean through your torso, and there might have been maybe 2 or 3 teeth in a row through you, because it's just that big of a head for biting.
It's fully capable
So-
of impaling you with the teeth alone.
Good to
Most
know.
dragons can do
But bright side, we know now that it's not stupid enough to get lured out here, which means we should be able to rest here.
that. Unless it's setting us up as a trap to
Oh,
make
it
us feel that we're
undoubtedly
safe.
is.
And then since we knows we're safe in this one location, he is going to send the minions and himself to us while we rest.
That's why we set up a watch.
Just
We have a
saying.
crew. They can watch.
I mean, no offense, but I trust our eyes a little better than theirs.
I trust your eyes better than theirs.
Well,
I
I can't stay up all night. I do need spells.
I know.
I'll watch, Captain. Patchy is here to help. And a guy comes up and he has 2 eye patches on. I'll keep watch.
Thanks, buddy.
Who hired him? Who hired this person?
I think Azra took pity on him.
A little
That's
parrot.
like the kind of shit that's
Yes.
the kind of pirate that would be in the Muppet movie.
He has a big, scraggly, like, salt and pepper beard, and a parrot, like this really old, like, bony parrot, just sits on his shoulder. He's like, "Right, keep watch, save Azra, right."
You know what's funny, Varth? I could
Is
be an
it-
Is he
asshole.
like a cook or something? What the hell does he do?
No. He cleans the pans.
I do have a
And the
decent
deck.
amount of incense left.
I
I could legend lore.
Are we
man,
gonna smoke some shit?
I man the crow's
I
nest.
thought legend lore had to be something of historical
Yeah.
significance, like me.
Oral Hydra, but I mean, we really already know a ton about her.
Yeah, that's not going to help us. We need to know something about the dragon, but that specific dragon would be the one we'd want to know about, and I don't know what genealogy it is because I'm not a dragonologist.
Did you get its name?
No,
Hmm.
it was too busy biting me.
Yeah.
Being a
Wait a minute. Do you still have a tooth in you?
No, he's water.
Fuck.
It never went into him
We
really.
could have used that for scrying.
Is there a piece of
Next
between
time-
anywhere?
Varth, next time you get in trouble with a sea dragon, make sure you let it bite at your flesh so that you have a tooth for a dagger next time.
Fuck you, Baron. You know, I was like, it already bit you. It'd be fortuitous if it left one in there.
I'm just saying, I'm the selfish one, and you are thinking of your own health and well-being.
I would like to know more about this dragon so I can save all of our asses. All right. Okay.
Well, I know it's not as powerful as Old Hydra. It
I
admitted
suggest
We need to.
we need to save as much time as possible. If this thing is going to realize that we're going to try and rest, we need to try and rest as quickly as we can so that it doesn't realize what we're doing before we can, if that makes any sense.
it does.
Hmm.
And I guess we take a rest and keep watch for dragon.
Well, I hope you all have your sea legs, because it's going to be a rocky night.
Oh yes, my favorite kind.
Which, incidentally, with hammocks, that really negates a lot of the excess motion. So
Swaying.
they already sway on their own, so it's like a counter sway.
Yep.
Very useful. I'm going to my bed in the captain's cabin.
What the fuck? Okay.
Age, and beauty before everything
Fight
else.
me. I also have a 20 charisma.
I also have a 20 charisma.
That said, I
Oh my God,
probably
who are all these beautiful people?
yeah.
Little Dagger.
Welcome to the island of
Personality
beautiful people.
also matters.
Some members
Oh.
of
But
the crew.
unfortunately, your charisma is not in looks.
God, I want to punch you so bad.
Oh.
He said he's an asshole. Like,
Some
The
mem-
funny thing
he
is,
just
though,
straight up said
Yeah.
that.
the only reason that Dagger would argue for the captain's cabin is because half of the party ends up sleeping in her room anyway.
Yeah,
Because
that's
Varth
true.
usually turns into a cat or
Oh.
a puddle,
Yeah,
and Ezra usually just sleeps on the
I have a
floor.
solution.
right.
Azra, your tower. We'll just put the ship in it.
I don't think it's big enough.
That's reasonable.
I don't know how big the door is to that thing.
Yeah, could we put the ship,
Wait,
the entire
not
ship
that
in
Isn't
the
there
tower?
a yellow tower that you can just kind of like walk through?
Only if you have permission, yes.
So Azra gives the
Does
whole ship and everyone
ship-
permission, and we just sail into this tower at an angle. So we're just like, whoop.
I think it would be better
I'm
to
sorry,
cast
the
the
look on
tower
Scott's face is
Scott's like,
going,
on the ship and then have
Well.
everybody sleep in the tower.
Anyone can roll me any kind of intelligence checks to see how dumb the Baron's idea is. Roll.
Yeah.
I got a natural 20. Look at that.
Oh, huh.
I got a 4. I think it's a great idea.
There's no such thing as a dumb idea, I'm joking. But you guys can roll like a investigation, or if you're proficient in carpentry or water vehicle, to see if that would be a feasible way of keeping the ship on guard.
Is this intelligence?
I would hope so.
I got a 13.
There's this little thing called
What are we doing?
there's a little thing called waves that crash against the boat, and if it's not
Yeah.
moving, they got nowhere to go. So the force might it'd be a rough anchor.
However, if you were to I don't know if the tower would work, because the tower might be an actual physical structure, but Mordekainen's mansion, however, is just a doorway.
I don't think
We
the ship will
could-
fit in the door.
No, we cast the door on top of the deck, and that way people can come in and out, and they have a safe haven to go to if the Kraken shows up in the middle of the fucking night.
I thought it
why
was a
don't we
secret.
just cast the tower on the land
what I mean.
and
The-
evacuate the ship?
We could just land the ship for
The ship's
the
anchor
night.
is down. It's parked at the dock. It's not going anywhere.
Why are you making more complicated than it needs to be?
Because this is the Trackless team.
Why?
Welcome to the crew.
Because we're avoiding the combat tonight.
Yeah.
I don't want to avoid the comp.
Can
I
you
need my- I
feel
need my-
combat?
I need so many
I
spells
want to
tonight.
fight.
I got a solution.
Nice.
I will just shift the entire ship and everyone on it to another plane.
Nailed it.
Okay, that works.
Where
No,
Are we seriously just doing that to take a nap? I don't think that's a good idea.
no, we'll just dock the ship and we'll
Go to the
rest
elements of
before then.
fire.
Maybe on our way back, we'll go to the crowd.
Get some barbecue in there.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Actually, that's not a half insane idea.
Wait, which one?
If
Barbecue?
entire
And the elemental of flame fire.
Didn't we learn from that one dragon that the astral plane is timeless?
That's true, yeah.
So if we shift there and take an 8-hour rest and shift back, no time will have passed here.
But no time passes there. So you can't get your true sleep, I don't think. Because no time exists for you to actually
Also, we
sleep.
don't know where we'd be in the Astral Sea,
That is true.
and we don't know what kind of dangers might be there.
Astral dreadnoughts.
Guys,
Yeah.
pirates of the Astral Sea.
The ship wouldn't work there. There's no wind.
Adventures of the Astral Sea.
I'm not gonna
The
lie.
next section of the
That
campaign.
does-
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
I like how both guests are like, yes, please.
That sounds like fun. Yes.
I've done
I
that
hear you.
before,
That
yeah.
sounds amazing. We kind of have like a big
Torel.
problem called a hydrant. but
Torel
first-
can drown.
Elements to solve it later.
Goodbye, Forgotten Realms. Hello, Astral Sea. Here we go.
This is an
That sounds
island
like
of
amazing.
no-
I
Like,
prefer that, yeah.
yeah, let's do it. What the fuck are we even doing here?
Factorial.
Who needs this?
We'll just rest and hold watch then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take
Cast
first
watch done.
watch because I
Look
can't
up.
see
Baron.
much after this anyway.
Baron, you know that you could plane shift this whole boat to Oceanus and guarantee a very calm, nice long.
Yeah, the only one issue with that, I can't guarantee we'll come back to this exact location. I'm not too precise. But we will return to Toriel somewhere.
The boat just appears right over the already ruined rubble of the Shore of Dreams.
It just lands on it. Whoops.
You got a new tavern.
Every time. Right as Zeb pops up. I think I'll make your ship my second home, just in case.
Oh yeah, Polito doesn't know anything about that.
He doesn't know anything about how we broke his house.
Nope. He doesn't know anything about Rain interacting with you guys either.
What the fuck is Zeb been
Zeb?
up to?
No, Zeb definitely
Or
does.
sorry,
because
she. Sorry,
Rain
Polito
was
doesn't.
with us.
Pleatle doesn't.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, Rain met Zeb, and we talked with Rain and Zeb. I was very confused for a second. Yeah.
Yeah, Pleatle doesn't know anything about that part of our adventure.
Do you want to do that during your long rest?
What?
No.
I don't know what we're doing.
Talk with
I
Pleatle.
don't know what we're doing. Yeah.
Talk with Pleatle and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Bard, tell our wonderful tale since you think I do a bad job at it.
Yeah. I'll tell Pleatle all about some of the crazy shit that we've done.
Okay.
Watch the last several episodes while we were in the Maze of Shadows.
Yeah.
Everything happened. No.
We kind of saved Mesro. We brought it back.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know. It kind of floored me too.
All right.
Also, apparently the god Ubtal is a very, very strange and interesting fellow.
He is
I heard
interesting.
that.
Yeah.
He's got dinosaur head. It's pretty cool.
Also likes to eavesdrop on prayers, just
Printers?
when he's
What-
around.
What is a printer?
Prayers.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Oh.
using the word printer?
Yes.
You sounded like you said printer. I'm not gonna lie. I know
Did I
you meant
really?
prayer.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like my ears
three
are not
people.
fine.
I
Where
mean,
it's like,
clearly,
"Tell me
yeah.
my keys. Why would I say printer?
Mm.
We also destroyed a artifact, the Ring of Winter.
Oh yeah, we did do that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fun.
Wait, did we do that?
I think
That's
kinda
right. The
sucked.
Raven Queen did that.
Yeah.
I count me just doing it since it's my
No, I
plan.
mean, yeah, it was your idea. So
Didn't
yeah.
Rain have that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
She-
She's
almost
Better.
died, and now she's fine. She serves the Raven Queen for temporarily.
but she's not dead, which is
We
the
need
ring.
to catch up with her. That seems like there's a lot happening here and needs to be unpacked.
Well,
Last I heard, she was back in what was it, Elventree? I think she went back home.
if she's serving the Raven Queen, I guess that would help her find a Surak. So that's fair.
Oh, Ashcrack? We killed him.
Yeah.
No, you
Oh,
didn't.
all right.
They definitely did not.
They don't know.
All right. Well,
We
Why
did not
would
do
we-
that. We did
Why
not
would
do
we?
that.
Why would we want to find ass crack?
hey
Some
man,
people are
not
into
killed.
that.
I don't judge.
That lich sounds like a
We
real
did,
jerk.
however, take out residency.
Pleatle, do you want to say anything about Asscrack? Like your past stuff?
No, well,
No, great.
I'll just let them think what they want to think.
and you know,
We're just spilling our guts.
there was another universe where I did know someone who kind of beat a Surak in literally one hit, and you know, whatever.
Oh, I heard tales of one of those people. They were a douchebag.
Timothy Jones was not a douchebag. He's a Santiville Mater.
Alright, if you say so.
Don't you know anything, my
Went
friend?
to the abyss.
Oh my god.
I've been there. Shoot.
Fucking sucked.
I have no idea why most of you mortals like going there.
No, I hated it. It was the
Cool
worst.
place.
I only went there because Azra got trapped there.
Oh, you also were in Gahana.
Yeah.
would have
Also
voted
against our
Gahana.
will. Also against our will.
You notice that everyone wants to go to the abyss, but there's other planes that if you want to go and condemn your soul, like Gahana.
I mean, we do have that guy that wanted us to
Acheron,
go to hell for him.
Scotty, next time
it-
Lilia drove by,
Kakari?
you have some stories to tell.
Oh yeah, for
We
sure.
did have that weird devil that wanted us to go to hell to do that favor for him.
You did?
Mark talked about
not
this
sure about that.
podcast many, many times.
We did?
In Sigil,
Yes, I swear this is not just a strange fever dream I had. It is recorded on the channel.
I am sorry, but
The Baron wasn't there.
after yes, and the Varth did something and fixed my mind, but some of my memories are still fuzzy of what was truth and what was truth.
Nailed it.
Because remember, it's true from a certain point of view.
Oh,
I learned that from an old man in a desert.
so you get your long rest.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their stuff, even though Pleadle and Salida already had all their stuff. And
Yep.
well, you get your haste
Well,
back essentially.
Typically, it's her one spell slot.
I made one spell happen
Excited.
or whatever. It's
I got
fine.
my haste back.
Woo!
Yeah.
You still feel the foresight,
Do I?
and that's 24 hours.
Then yeah, I assume so.
Cool.
Is there anything that ends it?
24 hours.
Well, it hasn't been 24 hours yet.
Anything that
When
ends
you
it,
still
your
less-
life.
Right. I will slap you again and put it back on.
Cool. Maybe you don't stop me again this time.
I
That
didn't
wasn't
think you would...
necessary.
Yes, it was. Would you trust me to touch you and cast a spell upon you?
Yes, I do that to you all the time.
You trust me to do it to you? Ooh, wow.
You all hear a Wilhelm
Kick your
scream
asses
up on
multiple
deck.
times. What? Wait, say that again?
Ah! Open the door. Wilhelm! Where's Wilhelm?
Fuck.
As you run up on,
Do we not have a PC on watch? I thought we were doing that.
as you run up on,
It was Azra's ship.
she's sleeping.
Yes, we run up on deck.
As you run up
God
on
damn it,
deck,
Azra.
it's still storming, same weather as it was before. It's maybe slightly brighter, like if there was a sun behind the clouds, it's trying to make a little bit of light here. And a bunch of the crew are looking
Fucking
over the
strange.
side of the left side of the deck, I guess.
Okay.
They're
I'll
at the
jump on.
port side.
Yeah,
I'm gonna run to that side of the boat.
Did
And
Patchy fall in?
Mhm.
Or was it Wilhelm? Sound like Wilhelm.
some guy's like, some giant creature thing just grabbed Patchy right off the deck.
Patchy, no!
No! Oh, no. Poor Patchy.
He
I'll
was,
He
run.
had so much to live for.
he was,
He could see his such a bright future.
Baron, shut up. It was a big snake thing, yes.
he was 1 month away from retirement.
Oh God!
I mean, he still is. Hold on. I'm gonna run and I'm gonna jump into the water.
Yeah, please.
Patchy.
Remember, folks, if you don't
believe
reach
it's
retirement age, you don't get the pay.
As Pleadle jumps into the water, we're gonna roll initiative.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm following Pleadle.
Let's do it. All right.
Why was it bringing up my initiative board?
I don't know.
Seven-
Balls.
17.
That was better.
I rolled
17,
garbage
nice.
then.
Yay, max initiative.
Which is
Don't fuck me.
22.
Don't fuck me.
nice.
I roll the 20.
19.
You guys are doing good.
Better
I'm
than last
debating
time.
if I want to bother using a bardic inspiration. Can I?
I also got a
Yes, I
17.
can.
I don't think you can use it on.
It's an ability check, and technically, initiative checks are ability checks.
Salida probably has a higher dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Then Salida's 17 or
I
greater.
have a +3.
I have a +3 too.
Oh, roll off. Roll straight d20s, no modifiers.
Oh, well,
Roll off the boot.
15.
2.
Okay, so Salida's 17 or
So-
greater. Dagger was
Whatever. You just won't go back.
I got a big ol'
You
8
can just.
because I don't want to waste my bardic inspiration on going super early because it's no real need.
Yeah, we can't even see what's going on.
Whatever.
And I think that NPCs go at 13.
yes. With Tess being the greater.
So Varth, Baron, Salida, Pleadle, NPCs, and then Dagger.
Just so we get the correct order. So Pleadle, you jump into the water, and you see in the water appears to be 2 giant eels. And when I say giant eels, I don't mean like eel beast that's giant size. More like the size of the Loch Ness Monster each, but they're like eels.
Oh.
Jetsam and Jetsam.
But not
And-
the sea dragon.
And one of them has, you're pretty sure, Patchy in its mouth, and it's like swimming down into the water further.
Patchy, no!
And the other one looked
Go
like
out like a bitch.
the other one looked like it
Oh,
was gonna
fuck.
follow, but it sees you. But it's your turn, since you jumped in the water. They didn't
Alright.
expect it.
Nobody ever suspects the jumping in the water.
Varth, you
What
really
time
expect
did
that
you
with
catch water
Pleadle.
breathing yesterday?
There's only two things you really should expect with Pleadle, and that's jumping into the water and, generally looking really cool.
And saying, pick on somebody your own
Uh,
size as you cast Enlarge.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I was thinking about that.
My signature move.
I'm gonna use Quicken Dispel, Haste. So on myself,
Wow.
and then I'm just gonna zoom on after Patchy. My full movement speed, action and movement.
Okay, let me see how far they would be. You would reach them. You still have your action
Excellent.
too, by the way, your extra action. If you wanted to strike.
Oh, that's right. Oh gosh.
And I'll be nice and say Chigambi's blessing is still upon you.
Okay. I can
Oh,
totally
yes.
do one weapon attack with haste, but
Fine.
I'll do it. So I will spin my trident, and I'm gonna try, just try stabbing its face. See if it lets go. Okay.
Hey, stab
That's
stab.
gonna be.
Got a
That's
weird,
gonna be.
slimy like texture on it.
My favorite. That will be. God damn it! My freaking attack bonus won't come up. Okay, that'll be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, excellent. All right, let's see here. I do a whopping 6 piercing damage
Something.
with my trident.
Your mighty trident. Was that minimum?
Actually, I'll stab it in the eye. No,
Okay.
that was half as much as I can get with it.
Boy. All right. So, stab it in the eye. Bleeding. Doesn't look happy about it. Now,
Gotcha, bitch.
after you,
Nah,
it's-
bitch.
we'll go to actual initiative, and it's Varth's turn.
Excellent.
Okay. I followed after Pleadle, so I jump in the water.
Okay, you see Pleadle swam right over to one of these two giant eel things. One of them has Patchy in its mouth, and the one that has it in its mouth, Pleadle's stabbing with the trident. They're maybe 50 feet away.
Cool. Can I ad hoc something real quick
What do you think?
before I jump in the water? Before I jump in the water, I cast water breathing on the party.
That's an action, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. And remember that it costs a spell slot if you're not casting
Yep.
it as a ritual.
I can't cast it as a ritual. We don't have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 100 rounds of combat.
I mean, you do, but Patchy doesn't.
I'm gonna cast water breathing on the party so that they don't drown.
Thank you.
Because I won't. But they will for sure.
Right.
And then my other action is to jump in the water, and that's when I see what I see.
Okay, so
And that's all of my actions.
then after Varth is their turn, because they rolled really high in their initiative.
Good lord.
Between the numbers of 19 and 22.
Oh, I guess in Aquan I say, unhand him, you damn dirty eel.
You're the eelist.
It's actually a Planet of the Apes reference, but thank you for making it go to a dark place.
I was making reference to the illest. Yeah.
Mm,
It's the illest. It's a
sure.
term.
Pleadle, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Ooh.
As you see, the other one
oh
looks
boy.
at Pleadle.
Let's see. That's a whopping 11.
Oh no. So, you attack, and suddenly you cannot move. You are paralyzed.
Oh, well, shucks.
As
What happened?
Varth can see very clearly it's cast some kind of spell as it gazed at Pleatle. And Pleatle just like seemed to freeze. in
Oh
the
God.
water.
They're spell casting eels.
It has a gaze attack.
Oh
Shit.
yeah, no, Leo's fine
Cool.
now.
Great. Super.
Leo's,
Oh, thank God.
yeah. Her blink dog may or may not have taken the equivalent of
My
vile
blink
damage.
dog got poisoned last time. I was very upset.
So,
Very disappointed I didn't take lightning bolt so I couldn't nuke a bunch of zombies.
Mm-hmm.
and the other one uses its action to actually it won't use its action. It'll just continue swimming downwards with its food.
Uses its action to chomp Patchy.
Actually, does it do that? It would. It would.
No, no.
Don't give him ideas! Stop it!
Well, rest in pieces, Patchy.
And that is the last you see of Patchy.
Rest in patches. Patchy.
Fuck off, Kevin.
I keep thinking Patchy looks like the parrot from SpongeBob, but like with 2 eye patches.
That's actually pretty much what. Yeah, that's
That's
exactly.
what Scott was going for, yeah.
Okay,
A
excellent.
single
Good, good,
eye
good.
patch. It like burps and a single eye patch. And that's their turn.
I'll just sink to the seafloor. Bye, guys.
And after them is Baron.
I just look over the edge and go, well, so who wants to take over Patchy's job? We need a new person to scrub the pans.
Patchy.
Anybody?
Patchy was the guy in the crow's nest.
Why was he on the crow's nest? That's supposed to be Crow.
Because
What are you
Guy
doing
with
for
the
your
eyes.
action, Baron?
Do you guys have like a list of dumb
No, I
names?
actually think that's the entire action that the Baron is taking.
That was free action.
that's his.
Just
That's
going to
his,
yell at the crew.
that's his favorite spot to be, and he only had a month left. Damn it! Guy starts crying.
Oh,
More share for the rest of us. Anyway, I will hold so that it reacts. So if one of them comes out of the water, I will attack it
Okay.
with a spell.
he's so brave.
Sedita.
Literally just wrote Patchy's name down on the list of Platinum Trout Crew.
Why?
And then put parentheses behind it. Rip.
Why
no,
though?
I did that before he died.
He might as well have had a
'Cause I'm
red.
like,
He might as well have been a red
"Fine,
shirt.
I'm
He
gonna
might as
put
well
you-
just had red shirt on.
The Baron's like, somebody needs to put on this new shirt. Who's got a red one? Who is wearing
It's
the
soaked.
special shirt?
It's soaked in Patchy's blood.
I-
I think it's Salita's turn.
I need a new shirt. Peggy will come over and take it. Has 2 peg legs.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, Peggy. I would have
You're
witty myself. But
I'm jumping in after Pleatle because I'm not gonna let her die underwater. That's the worst thing.
All right, you die. You jump into the water, and that's when you see Pleatle just like almost like in a stasis underwater, 50 feet away.
Pleatle, what are you doing?
Pleatle can't talk. Pleatle's
Okay.
paralyzed.
I'm gonna do dispel magic on her.
Okay, roll. Wait. Yeah, roll Arcana check.
Arcana.
Yeah, it's higher than 3rd level, so you gotta Arcana check.
Well, what if I guess at 4th level? Or is it?
You still need to roll.
Come on, dude.
I don't know.
When you cast the
Usually.
spell using spell 4th level or higher, you're automatically in the effect of the target spell is equal or less to the level spell you use. Okay.
It is
Yeah,
higher
then
than
I'll-
4th.
Oh boy. Okay.
You might as well cast it at 3rd then,
I'll just- yeah, I'm gonna. That's yeah.
unless you got a 5th level spell slot. If you want to try that or higher.
I don't. I can only do so much, Scotty. I can hit real good though.
You
Nobody will let me because everybody's dying.
Hey, they're the ones doing it. I'm just reacting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Well,
assume
I'm
that
not blaming you. I'm blaming everybody else.
I literally don't go for forever. I go at initiative 3.
I was about to say Dagger and Baron haven't done
Me too.
anything
Like
yet.
that doesn't mean anything.
I'm 17.
Arcana
That's
check.
gonna be 20. Yes.
Okay, you are no longer paralyzed, Pleadle,
Woo!
Cool.
as the magical effect paralyzing you is dispelled by Salida.
Okay.
So
Well,
you
thank you.
moved, you acted. Do anything else in your turn?
Let's see.
You can't
I
cast
think she
Sacred.
already spoke when she said, Pleadle, what the hell are you doing?
You can't.
Yeah, well, I did say that.
You can't bonus action Spirit Weapon because you already cast a spell. Fortunately,
Yeah.
I mean you don't have to do anything. I'm just asking. You already did a lot.
Can I like swim down after the eels?
Yeah, sure. Use the
With
rest of your movement to
A
swim down
dash?
further. You already used your action to dispel, so you wouldn't be able
Will
to.
I have cunning action?
Oh,
Hmm.
then sure.
Okay.
Yeah, go right ahead. You catch right
So
up to
I'm
them.
gonna yeah. Yeah, that's it.
You're
I'm
pretty
just
sure.
swimming after it.
You're pretty sure you're faster than them with your 60 movement. All right. So after Salida is no longer paralyzed, Pleadle.
Cool. I'm gonna also swim after the eels, and if I can get within 60 feet of them,
You
I
already
would like
are.
to do something.
You already are. You
Oh,
don't even need
okay.
to move.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cast prismatic spray.
What's the what is that? A 60-foot cone?
A 60-foot cone, yeah.
Okay, you would easily hit both of them. They're really big.
Okay.
So it's like
Oh, that's awesome.
All
you're
right.
in-
I need them all to make their dexterity saving throws. Then,
Oh,
Lita, would you also like to make one?
Sure.
Oh no.
Okay.
22.
The highest they got was a 15.
Okay. Okay. So I rolled here. I got 2 2s and a 3. So the 2 eels are both going to get hit by the orange streak of the prismatic ray. So they're gonna. Oh God.
What does that entail?
1, 2, 3,
KO your own girlfriend.
6, 7, 8.
I'm fine. Don't worry about
the
me.
22. Yeah,
Yep.
she's good.
Let's see here.
Don't worry,
Dear God, that's a lot of dice.
there are quite a few
Oh.
healers here, so
Let's see. 15. Two.
Jesus.
6, 7, 8. Okay. So,
yes.
what did the eels get for their saving throws again?
The highest was a 15, so I'm pretty sure both failed.
Okay, yeah, they both failed. All right. Then both of them are going to take 43 acid damage as they're hit by the bubbling orange light of my prismatic spray.
Oh wait, they have advantage. Darn it. Let me double check.
Oh!
Magic.
Okay, one still
Sending bad
failed.
energy.
What happens when they pass?
Okay.
Half?
They just take half.
Okay.
And
They
then
still sizzle, you know. That was a lot of acid damage.
Yeah. Let me see.
Then
I'll roll for Salida, who succeeded. 10. I rolled better on this.
Dylan!
18, 22, 27, 29.
Dylan, why?
oh, I think I know
Oh,
what's going on with your green
okay.
screen. Do you have a light behind
What?
the green screen?
There's one like right above it. There's like one right there.
Is that the only light
It's
you
probably
got?
changing the color on the screen.
There's one in front of me and then one on top of me and then like two, like the other two or like the other three are behind it, but not like directly up on it.
If you turn off those ones above you, it might not do that.
Hmm.
And Salida is going to get hit by the yellow ray and
Mhm.
take 21 lightning damage.
Ouch.
Shocking.
Is that 21?
That's already halved.
Okay,
That's already halved. Yep.
that's fine.
And all the other lights just kind of go all over the place.
It's fine.
So I run to the edge of the water. Don't see Patchy. Do see a disco ball.
I'm still
Yep.
I'm still alive. I feel better. Boom. Oh, I'm kidding.
Ooh, whoops.
He'll swallow it. It's you okay? So is Dagger next?
No, the NPCs go next.
Okay, then Tess's turn as a single eye patch floats up to the surface of the water.
No!
Tess
Everybody!
is-
Go in the water and revenge Patchy! Except for you. All the people who I need on the ship. The rest of you jump in.
As there's a very muffled caramel dancing noise for just the briefest moment as rainbows appear in the
Oh my gosh.
Tess had drawn her wakizashi, realizing she needs to go into the drink. She's just gonna drop that shit on the deck because it's fucking useless with her strength underwater, and dives in to see what the fuck is going on, and is gonna attack an eel if she can get to it. If they're still alive, I don't know.
Well, they moved, so they're quite a ways away. What's her movement speed?
Her movement is 30, but she can dash as a bonus action.
Okay. They're like 100 feet away.
So okay, so she'll jump into the water, look around, say what the hell is going on, and put on her goggles because she also can't see jack shit down here. So she'll use her
Wait,
action.
so she puts on the goggles
put
when
on her
she goes
goggles.
underwater.
Huh?
So she puts on the goggles after she's underwater?
Nah, she'll do it before, I guess. Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Wow, I still can't see. What's going on?
Wow.
Significantly worse down here.
And I guess just swim further down until she sees something.
There's like a
that-
single.
Comes back up to the surface. Goes back up to the surface. Oh, it's really foggy up here too.
There's like a single There's like a single goldfish somehow in there and just swimming around.
Mhm.
Has anyone seen this really close goldfish?
It's huge.
And,
Yeah.
and then what is
I can't seem to shake it.
does Chung anchor?
Chung is gonna do the same thing. She's diving in.
She's anchoring.
Hmm. There she goes.
Well,
She just goes for a dive attack, just holds her weapon right beneath her and jumps in the water, and the animation does the rest.
All right, then after them it's your turn.
I'm gonna do the same thing. And realize I can't fucking see anything. I can't see anything.
You can barely make out some really
Oh,
dark,
right.
very fuzzy things being down.
I'm just playing going, oh fuck!
A lot of blah, blah, blah,
Give me
blah.
a second.
We said Aquan is pretty much how Octodad sounds. It's just Aquan.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because seeing is more important than anything else right now, Dag is going to use her bonus action to activate her halo, which doesn't do much, but gives her to the point that she can actually see within 10 feet around her. And then is going to chuck the drift globe 60 feet down, spike it down so that we have a light source 60 feet down.
Alright.
And it glows as with the light spell. So let me see what the range on that spell is.
Pretty far. I'm
It's a 20-foot radius of bright light. So I don't know if I would see the thing or not, but I've already used my action and my bonus action.
It's a 20 foot of light and then another 20 feet of low light, so they would definitely be visible. For the sake of not getting into density of magic items, I'm just gonna say it's the same buoyancy as water. So where you throw it, it just stops right there. Water.
Okay.
And that's Dagger's turn.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, that's I used all my things.
Okay, after her, you loop back around. It's Varth's turn.
Sorry,
Okay.
Baron.
Wait, where's the Baron?
He
Oh,
was
yeah.
holding his action
That's
until it came up on deck, and it never did.
That's right. I got really paranoid that I forgot somebody. I've done that quite too many times.
I use my bonus action to swap out the fire spirit for the light spirit,
Okay.
and there's a little, looks like octopus made out of light, like a ethereal octopus made out of light, floating next to me. And let's see, how far away are they from me?
50 feet. Because you swam down.
Okay,
right?
they're still in range. Yeah, they're still in range. Then I use Sacred Flame on the one that looks the most injured.
Okay, it was the one that ate Patchy. So it needs
And
a
the
dex.
little octopus goes, yep, the little octopus goes, and glows, and then Varth shoots out a light fire. It looks like it's made out of light.
How's a 15?
Poor Patchy.
15 sounds like he failed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He failed by a significant amount.
All right, roll away.
He takes 24 radiant damage, and if he's resistant to it, he is not to me.
He looks really, 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 really charred and burned. Acid burned and charred.
Looks like
Mari, yes, let's
some
go.
damage.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Okay.
no, there's Dylan. That's your turn?
Do I know if these are natural eels or if these demons of some kind?
You definitely know they're not classified as beasts. They'll be classified as monstrosities.
Okay.
You have
Yeah,
high enough
then
in
they can
your
die.
you have high enough in your nature check. I'm not even gonna have you roll.
Yeah, my modifier is 10, so. Well, 12 now, I think. That updated since my wisdom went up. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, their turn. This one freaking panics because it's almost dead, and it dashes, so it moves 100 feet further down. And
if only that would help you, my friend.
and water pressure might have to come into play
Uh-oh. Crush.
for everybody.
Not for me,
Yep, Tritons.
because I am adapted to the depths of the ocean
Yep.
with my Triton power.
Tritons, elementals,
Aren't you fancy?
and storm giants are some of the many things that are immune to deep water pressure. If you want to see rules for deep water pressure, then they're also in the DMG, but you can find the reference for it in Zebediah's Guide to Fishing, available in the DM.
Get it. It's
Hashtag
awesome.
sellout, hashtag ad in the middle of game. All right, so everyone has an 8 swim speeds right now. Yeah, okay, so it's fine. Not being crushed just yet. That's its turn. The other one looks over at Salida. And Salida needs a wisdom saving throw.
Gonna eat us, Alita.
Don't do that. Is this magical?
Yes.
Yeah, that magic resistance is fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That might make them a little OP.
17.
And by might, I mean definitely does.
17 passes as you feel like you were starting to be force held, and it just stopped. Resisted it.
No.
And it swims 50. And seeing that didn't work, it swims 50 feet down.
Okay.
That's their turn. So right after them is the Baron. Baron, you see a single eye patch on,
Okay.
on the.
He probably sees Dagger glowing 30 feet under the water.
You got like any space anime like Gundam where they got like the explosions in the background. You're kind of like seeing that through the water down below.
Yeah, Varth's Sacred Flame definitely would have illuminated quite a bit because it's radiant.
There's like 2 glowy bits. That's just Dagger and the drift globe.
Yeah, and Varth's got a little glowy thing next to him too. So
You look over.
All right,
Actually,
crew.
Wait.
How much up down do we have that our friends will win versus the eels? I'm putting a 2-to-1 odds. Time to start gambling, people. And once that is done, in memory of Patchy, we will have an extra ration of rum.
I
I
love and hate you so much.
I
will do the defend action.
I bet a silver.
You mean dodge?
Oh, so okay. Coiny, start collecting the money.
Tiny.
Fuck you, Kevin. I spit on my character sheet. I hate you.
Mostly dead Jim. Sort of dead Jim. Dead Jim.
There's like
sort of dead Jim.
there's a
Classic.
there's a guy that's just on the ballista, and he was like pointing it down to water, and he just like levels it and shrugs. Apparently, they're not going to do anything.
I mean, admittedly, it's probably hard to see what's us and what's eels at the moment.
And the eels are so far down, there's no way they'd even know what they were shooting at.
Yep.
Yeah, you know.
Because light diffraction.
Oh, and if our illustrious captain, Dagger, fails to return, I'm the new captain. I'm the captain now.
As much as I
Who
hate
would be second in command if Dagger did die?
Azra.
the thing is, it would be him. He's the only other motherfucker on this boat, the only other PC on this boat that knows how to drive this thing.
Humor me. I know it's gonna be a high check anyway, or a high roll, but humor me with a persuasion check.
It's not going to be a high roll.
I will.
Hope it's a 1.
Probably not
Persuade.
one of Baron's best skills.
27.
Yeah.
16.
You're pretty sure the entire crew is like, yep, okay, yeah, he's gonna be captain next. Yep. I mean, he's gonna. They're like, yep, captain, and one of them's like, yeah, he's got the hat.
Keith,
It transforms slightly to a tricorn.
I'm going to regret giving you that thing.
It's Alita's turn.
He has a magical hat that he can change with a bonus action into any head where he wants.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Because he kept stealing headwear from random stuff we found in every dungeon we ran
And after
into.
the second
So we were like,
artifact,
you know what?
I made him.
We're not
the
letting you
second
pick up
evil
random
artifact-
artifacts anymore. You can now wear a crown whenever you want. Here's
The
a magic
second
hat.
evil headgear I made him give up, I promised to make him a magical hat that can look like anything he wants.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
yes.
You remember the crown that Yanti got? Yeah, this crew got it back, and the Baron wanted to keep it.
Okay.
For it. For like 6 sessions.
Anyway, Salita, you feel kind of
Yes.
numb, but it's your turn.
Okay, I like slap myself a little bit, and then I'm going to as my bonus action, I'm going to do blah 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 blah. Where's the thing?
You're a vampire. You blah blah blah.
The thing. Yeah,
Blah, blah, blah.
I didn't tell you guys because you already had one vampire, but you
I
know.
don't say blah, blah, blah.
You know, a vampire Yanti would make total sense.
I do have vampire tech, but that's not what I'm gonna do right now.
Yeah. Never mind.
All right. I think it was.
They move.
Yeah, I'm
pretty-
gonna do spirit. So I'm turning on spiritual weapon, and then I'm going to swim after it, and I'm gonna hit it.
Okay, go ahead.
Is Pleadle nearby?
Yes? I
Yeah.
mean, I don't. How near?
Well, Pleadle's above you, and you're heading downwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pleadle shot the spray down.
That was just I was just asking because I get
Sneak attack.
Oh, Pleadle's not within 5 feet of.
yeah.
No, not
Okay.
at all.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, so
However, if you get a pet rock and you make it your ally and you just throw it next to you, it would count.
really.
Actually, I'm joking about that, but if you got a familiar or a pet, it would count. They can be broken like that. They use the help action. Give you advantage on everything.
Well, that's fine. Okay.
You attack with the
Sorry, there's a lot of
the snake fang sword.
the snake bite. Yes,
Snake bite.
and just go. And I'm going to use channel divinity on that to do a touch of death on it.
What does that entail?
That's
Yeah.
it just has extra damage. It makes it dead. That's going to be sorry, there's so much shit. I don't know what I'm doing.
Welcome to my life.
Nobody has this like many. I always like play guest characters with billion things because I'm a dumbass.
At least you didn't take the suicidal approach I did with a 3rd edition character that had 1 level in every spellcasting class. They had Scion, Druid,
Oh, why?
Wizard, Sorcerer, and I think they were going to get
Magic.
Warlock. Oh no, they had Cleric, that's right.
Wow.
Oh god.
I had like 10 note cards. Each
Wait.
note card was spells.
25 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits. You hit that.
Okay, so it's, yeah, and I'm gonna roll again. My other hand. That's going to be a same thing, 25. Yeah. So they take. What did we set on? It was a D8.
If you 2-hand
Yeah.
it. Or no, 1-hand it, yeah, it'd be D8. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god.
2-handing it would be D10.
Okay, so that's a 3, 8. Oh. 4, 3. Okay, so that's 15 points of damage plus 21, and
Okay.
then spiritual weapon. 7, 2, 4, and then 13 more damage because for spiritual weapon.
Okay, you beat the crap out of this thing. It's still moving though. Like you beat the crap. That was a lot of damage. That was well over 50 damage.
Yeah, she's a badass. Yeah. Just be grateful then and have sneak attack. I'm gonna
Hopefully he didn't
I
drop.
think it's Pleadle's turn.
Yeah.
uh,
Bill and my drop.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no!
he
rip.
looks frozen. Yep.
Oh no, the paralysis is still
Looks
on him.
like he got paralyzed again.
You will be remembered. My heart will go on.
Titanic.
Bye.
He'll go to the good place with Patchy.
I don't want that.
Oh shit! He actually got kicked.
Oh, he might be back shortly. Hopefully. Well, Dagger's now the Baron, and Baron's now Pleadle.
Nailed it.
I will use my claw to hit their nose.
Give him a heckin' boop.
My friend.
Big menacing
Right on the
claw,
snoot.
just like dun 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 boop.
The funny thing is, Pleadle actually would be pretty intense with that right now because she's hasted still. So she would get 2 attacks.
And her claw is a
And a
magical
plus 2
weapon.
HP.
Okay, I'm gonna rearrange boxes, and by the time I finish, he should be back. That's usually my luck. So
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna rearrange boxes.
Oh, isn't Dylan's in Florida, right?
Yeah.
They
Oh,
have a
shit.
hurricane about to hit down there because
Said
Is
he
this
was
what-
fine, so I don't know. I don't know how the weather is right now, but it was fine this morning. So
Apparently, he's had Zoom issues earlier today.
I thought
okay.
I
yeah,
thought Kelly said that I wasn't gonna hit until next week.
Monday. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know how hurricanes are? They're like nah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
exactly.
Well,
Oh shit! I
well-
don't have Sorry, I just realized I have a long weekend. Sorry.
I know. No work Monday for me either.
Yep.
So-
Same here.
Until he comes back,
Yeah.
we'll just hold Pleedle's turn until she comes back. So right now it is Tessa's
Yeah.
Cool. So she swam her, jumped her, and swam 30. She still can't see anything. She's gonna swim down until she can see something, and hopefully get to the one that Sleeta was stabbing.
I'll say with her movement and with all the light sources you got going down there, you can just barely see one. And it's the one Sleeta's attacking.
Okay. Okay. If she uses her bonus action dash, can she get into melee with it?
Yes.
She's gonna do that, and she's gonna stab it with her dagger.
Hey, sorry Sleeta, but now Ness has an ally within 5 feet.
Hey!
Oh,
I was
that's
fine with
a
that.
hit though. That's only a 14 to hit.
Just misses.
God damn it. But she's here for Selena's next turn if it matters.
Excellent.
Nice.
We'll kill it in 2 seconds.
Chung is currently
Chung's
sinking.
turn.
She's currently sinking.
She is going to swim towards it.
Who is this and what do they look like?
They're the half orc
This
that's
is
an
the half
adamantian.
orc with a adamantine breastplate and
Okay.
dreadlocks. It's built like a brick shithouse.
Got it.
Yeah, she's got
She
20,
She
above
does
20
not.
strength.
She left Oath. Was she bring Oathbinder with her or no?
Just a fun fact, adamantine usually looks like a blackish metal, and it's twice as heavy as steel. Give you an idea how much of an anchor she is.
Oh boy.
Can you use a javelin as a melee weapon?
Not underwater. Well, underwater, yeah.
No, you
That's
can,
what I mean.
Stab. You can stab with it.
You can use
would
javelin
think.
underwater. It's just only the first increment for throwing.
Yeah. But she doesn't want to throw it because then she's weaponless.
Yeah.
Okay,
she can
yeah, it's
stab
true.
with
So
it, though.
she should be able to stab with it.
Mhm.
She's gonna just swim towards it and attempt to recklessly stab it.
Okay, she less swims and more she's just navigating her descent as she just like moves herself to the left a little bit, so she's landing on top of it.
Yeah. I can never find reckless attacks. Reckless attack. When making the first attack on my turn, I can. Okay, so she doesn't need to. Fuck it. She's still gonna rage.
She would like to rage.
Yes, she would like to rage. And good thing she did, because she was garbage to hit, so hopefully it doesn't matter. God damn it. Hang on. Math. Plus 9 is 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Sweet. It deals a big ol'
Things bleeding profusely.
hang on.
Alita's mecha radiant snake and her snake.
11
Sword.
damage with the first strike.
Okay. It is really, really, really hurt. Just like the other one.
And extra attack.
Hooray! Does she
That's much better. That's 2-6. Huh?
does she have advantage on that second attack, or is it only the first attack? Reckless attack.
It's reckless. She just has to. She has to call it before she makes her first attack.
Oh, okay.
Does she
So
get
she
it-
can't like, oh, my first attack was garbage. I'm gonna recklessly attack on the second one. She just has to call it at the beginning.
Would she? So it's only one attack around. What I'm asking.
I don't think so. No.
Then she would have advantage.
It's when you make your first attack, you decide whether you're going to reckless or not. It's just when you have to declare whether you're recklessly attacking at the start of your turn or not. Is what it is.
Yeah, but does reckless attack only go for a single attack, or is it for the full multi attack?
Should be for all of them, because otherwise it's shitty. Because she has advantage on all her attacks, and all attacks against her have advantage. Because
Yep.
otherwise it's a shitty trade-off.
There we go. I just wanted to make sure. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I was gonna say roll at advantage.
So
but
that's a 25 to hit.
20, yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Oh, good max damage. 6 plus 1 is 9. 14 points of damage with the magical javelin of lightning.
Okay, how does she finish it?
She just wants to go through the jaw and up through the other side and then rip it out from the top of its snoot.
Oh God.
She's
The
fucking
brain.
brutal.
They are reckless attacks. So that works.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Chung's turn after.
Violently.
And then just looks up at the rest of everybody, smiling and waving with blood wafting everywhere.
As she continues to sink further into the depths. It is Dagger's turn.
That seems like a
Just sadly
problem.
waving goodbye.
Do you need help?
I'm fine. I can swim. She has a +9 athletics. She can swim fine. Also,
Okay.
never mind. She has the cloak of the manta ray on. She has a 60-foot swim speed.
I was gonna say I thought she had the cloak of the manta ray. She can choose
Yeah.
to swim if she wants to.
Yeah.
She's
Oh.
just choosing to sink.
She's fine.
She's not worried about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Azra gave it to her after she bought the adamantine armor because she was like, I see this becoming a problem. And boy was she right.
It is Dagger's turn.
Cool. Judging by the excessive amount of blood, she's gonna assume one of them is dead. The other one fucked off into the darkness, right?
Yeah, it's still visible for everyone that's been pursuing downwards.
Oh, cool.
It is very hard to see past all the blood, but you do see faint movement of some serpentine thing. You assume it's that.
Was that one hurt at all?
Yeah, it was almost dead.
They were both hurt.
It's like 100 feet away from you. I don't think you've really swam downwards.
Yeah.
Don't you love battles in a three-dimensional plane?
She's going to
Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste a spell on it if everything is almost dead. So she is going to swim closer to it. I can move 60 feet with my Cloak of the Manta Ray.
Okay.
And am I within 60 feet of that thing?
Oh yeah.
She's gonna yell, "Battle's this way, ugly," and cast Vicious Mockery. It needs a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, it has
It
advantage.
does not need to understand me.
It does not understand you, for it does not have a language of its own. But it definitely fails, even with magic resistance.
Sweet. Sucker. Oh shit, we're 17th level now.
Yeah, it's max damage for
Mhm.
a cantrip.
Woo!
Not max
I never
damage
realized
dice.
I hadn't done the math.
What?
It's 4d4, right?
Max damage. It's just the tallest. Instead of being 3d4, it's 4d4.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I worded it wrong. Me word's good.
That would be crazy if you just like have max damage and all cantrips.
That's a
level
big ol'
13.
9 psychic damage.
Okay, it just you know, it just gives up on life and just dies. I guess.
Oh jeez.
There you go.
Cool.
Yay!
Any
So
idea?
Patchy's super dead, huh?
Is he? I'll
Fine.
check.
Sorry, I'm sending a message to Dylan. Make sure he's not dead.
Yeah.
I
I send him a
helped
message.
Chung back to the surface.
Chung has the cloak on, so she's fine. Thank goodness.
Okay.
And she's
Alright.
also got a +9 athletics. I think she can swim just fine.
Right. Okay.
Showing how magical her swim is. She was a boulder
Tess, on
falling
the
in
other
the
hand,
water.
would definitely not hesitate to catch a ride because her swim speed is pathetic compared to everyone else in the room.
And the second she uses the cloak of the manta ray, it's like she's weightless, and she, it's like that
Okay,
big
cool.
of a.
That's awesome.
It's magic.
Difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys
Yep.
head down, back up to the surface.
hmm I help anyone who needs it. Otherwise, we're good.
Hey Baron, you see everybody but Patchy.
Oh, everyone is back. So nice that you all survived. Did you find Patchy?
We did not, unfortunately. I think he gets swallowed, right, by the things.
Yeah. One of the.
All right, that means only one extra round of grog for the memorial tonight. Sorry, only one died.
You hear a few.
Exchange your goods.
You hear a few. Oh.
Were you betting on our deaths?
I don't want to know.
No, I was betting upon your victory.
Oh, okay, that's what. Okay, that's okay.
Okay, insight check back.
I'm gonna climb up.
I mean, you guys want to PvP in that way, yeah. So Baron's got to roll deception, and you roll insight.
I mean, is he lying? Dagger trusts him implicitly because she's a dumbass.
Don't trust him.
Then roll insight.
21.
26 for deception.
Oh!
Yeah. Good luck attempting to see through any deception the Baron has. He's good at it.
Oh,
It's the only skill I'm good at.
Okay.
Persuasion. I would say Arcana and History, but somebody beats me so hard.
So-
I think my minimum is my maximum is like Dagger's minimum.
Oh God.
Oh, what that?
29. That's like your minimum.
Salita, he just seems kind of weird. You don't really sense any deceit, but he just seems weird.
I already knew that, but I just look at him with like
So
glary eyes.
we were prepared in the eventuality of your deaths. But you are alive, so we had to cancel those plans.
So it looks like all Hydra is going to be sending stuff after us then.
Are we sure those were all Hydra and not just like?
Those were definitely monstrosities.
Oh,
They
okay.
were giant eels.
They could.
And on that
They don't
note,
have to be sent by order.
we're gonna end it for tonight.
We're at 11 o'clock.
Yep.
Yeah, right on the dot. Wow.
So much for the, as usual, plan.
Yeah, I mean, we had a plan and it worked for like 5 seconds, and then I'm like, oh no, it came to us, but it didn't.
In true Trackless seat
Okay.
fashion, we took
The
that
plan
plan
worked
and we
perfectly. We took a rest, we got all our spells back, and the stupid thing didn't come to kill us in the middle of the night. As far as I'm aware, the plan worked perfectly.
I wanted to kill. Listen, Selena hits hard, and I wanted to use that. I never play characters that hit as hard.
Other than water breathing, I only used one spell. Really, everything else I
didn't use jack shit.
I used cantrips. 'cause
I only
cantrips
use
are maxed
cantrips
right now,
and items that don't have charges.
We'll have to,
I'm
we'll have to
marked that I'd
discuss
used
it.
the
Are,
third
yes.
spell.
We'll have to discuss it off camera. But Aya,
Yeah.
would you be available next time, which would be 2 weeks from now?
I would have to check closer to the date, but maybe.
Okay, and that's
We'll see.
I'm assuming Dylan's a maybe, but we'll see. You may
His
or may not have
computer's freaking
Polita
out, so.
and Salita next time, maybe. But
Yeah.
before we end for the night, plugs. Start with Aya.
Tomorrow at Dungeon Academy on Power Score RPG, I play Lilia, a very small, cute gnome. We're in Sigil, so that's fun.
I can't wait to
That
meet
could happen
Lilia.
there.
Compared to this sassy little snake lady. She's so fucking sassy.
I love her.
I hate her so much, but it's tempered by my love for you, Aya.
The last episode of Dungeon Academy, they got to meet Post, the zombie, one of my favorite zombies in.
Oh, I love that. I love Post.
Lilia tried to free him, and then everybody yelled at her. So
It's a zombie.
Hey,
That's
where
the
are we gonna hang our signs up?
yeah. He's the
Get out of here,
billboard.
you jerk.
Nice.
People literally nail things into him.
and then our party stole his money. So that was fun.
Mm.
Times.
Wow.
We're a good party.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if the plan is still up, I believe we have Rain and Misrule tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock Standard Time.
Woo.
We'll
Yep.
be doing some
Do we know what we're doing?
more shenanigans in Waterdeep.
Hunting giants outside of Waterdeep.
That's right. I forgot
Goblin
about
throwing giants.
that. That's right.
Hill Giants.
I'm excited.
Man, I'm missing a lot not having caught up on that now.
Yeah, my dwarf monk is very excited to finally get to test her metal against ancestral enemies.
Sweet.
Nice. Giants, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The ancestral enemy of the dwarf.
And
Yeah.
I believe, shoot. I don't know this one exactly. I wanted to do the plug for Dylan, but I know he's playing Storm and Shackles tomorrow on Uncanny Adventure, Twitch, where they do a bunch of piratey stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
I
Stay
don't know.
tuned. Watch it.
Yeah.
He plays a what are the shark people called?
The shark people?
I thought she
Oh,
said the short.
It's
people.
not shark people. It's like he plays a sea grace, and I can't tell you what exactly it is, but they eat people. He's a bard.
Sahugin?
His name Bart.
Sahugans?
Maybe.
Shark
I'm not
people
the one
that
to
eat
ask.
people. That's like
Yes.
Sahugin.
They're green shark people that eat people.
Sahagins. Yeah. So that's Sahagins for sure.
Yes. Yes.
They
So
can make friends with
he's
sharks.
great. He has a wonderful little hat. And they literally go like one day at a time. So really just chill, slow, nobody dies, nobody gets whipped in that game. Absolutely not. You can watch that on Uncanny Adventures tomorrow at 4.
Woo.
Oh, okay.
She's not here, but her Twitter is, I believe, still on the overlay. Madi is at a convention today. She's at an Evolve convention, and I think it might actually be her first cosplay, and I am stunned at it because it looks awesome. She is,
Well done.
I believe she's cosplaying as one of the Skull Grunts from one of the Pokemon games. I can't remember what.
Yeah, Pokemon X. No, not Pokemon X. Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Moon.
No, those are the newest ones coming out. Sun and Moon. Jesus.
Yeah, I think it might
There's
be
too
X
many.
and Y.
Sun-
Sun and
Moon.
Moon,
There's
yeah.
too many games.
Either way, follow us all. We're awesome. It's a lot of fun. I hope to see you guys next time. This was a lot of fun having Pleadle and Salida here.
If you,
Yes, I'm sorry for my Salida. She's
Don't.
awful.
she's great. She's great. If you like,
Don't apologize to your bad bean. That's just how they are.
if you like these creatures I threw tonight, and I'll probably be throwing more the next time, they'll soon be available on the DMs Guild. And by soon, I mean, who knows? I still got a lot of work to do.
Is the Sea Dragon one you made?
Yeah, of course.
I'm so excited. I want to fight it.
Me too. I've only got to fight one dragon in Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm kind of mad about it.
Surprisingly,
so-
a lot more dungeons than dragons.
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't done that many dungeons either.
Oh, and
Yeah.
one last note. If you want to see concept art for these creatures and such, I'll be posting them on my Patreon. So if you want to see that, it's only $1 a month. Get access to all that stuff. So on that note, we'll call it a night. Thank you everyone who watched now and who watches later on YouTube. See you next time.
Dagger.
Ciao.